We are live.
I can shorten the intro today, too.
Totally up to you.
All right. I'm going to shorten it. All right, everybody. Short intro today. Cody's not here to do his thing. He's apparently coming, but we're not going to have our little intro. I'm sure many of you will be upset. Don't whine about it. Go call customer service. For my wife is going to kill me. Post it in the support group.
There's one place that you should never go looking for sympathy, and that is our support group, because you will not find it.
I don't think the support group is
Sympathetic?
Yeah, I don't think that's the place.
Not at all. That is a bunch of sharks waiting for a piece of meat to drop into the ocean.
Yeah, because that's what sharks sound like. They growl.
They gotta growl. Growling sharks would be awesome.
Screaming sharks.
In my fantasy
Like they
world.
aren't horrible enough.
Pop out of the water like.
Well, was it? What's in Princess Bride? Shrieking eels or something?
Oh yeah.
Those are the shrieking eels.
Yeah,
But they come out of the water to shriek.
Maybe the
No, they don't.
sharks do as well. All right, this is episode 308 of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. I am your host, Lord Stephen Bisciotti. And with me today, the three best co-hosts a host could have. Jeremy DeWitt is here. How you doing, Jeremy?
Fantastic, wonderful, and pretty good.
Travis Bulls is here. What's going on, Travi?
Woo! I am ready.
Next to him and across from me is Amanda McCarthy.
Oh.
How you doing, Amanda?
So, I don't know. Those of you out there that are still using Android, go ahead and do something else right now, because can't believe you have a fucking Android. But if you've got an iPhone, my wife and my son and I all share an iTunes account, and unfortunately, they're tied together in certain ways that we don't necessarily appreciate. I'm working on getting it fixed. It is what it is. But my wife updated her phone the other day, and what it did was it made both my phone and my son's phone keep prompting to say, hey, do you want to update? Well, my wife updated to a photo of her from the wedding in her dress, looking absolutely beautiful, super booby-rific. And so that's on there. And so some of my buddies, including you guys, are like, hey, what's going on with this? And,
I still have yet to see the change.
so I maybe because you're not updated. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm always a little behind.
at any rate, most people were smart enough to not click accept the changes. Steven was not. No surprise there. But what's super funny is about
I
a
don't
week
accept
ago.
change. Never.
How dare you accuse him of that?
What's even funnier is all of a sudden last week it changed to an up close of Pearson's face, and I'm like, what the hell's going on with this? Well, he changed it one day at school because all of his friends were screenshotting his mom's boobs. He changed it to
a
his
great
face.
picture.
It was a great picture.
Yes.
It's a great picture. So yes, so my wife is in a bunch of junior high kids spank bank right now,
boy.
and yeah,
That's why
So-
my wife is only aware to wear high collar clothing.
Turtlenecks for days.
that may come up later. So we're sitting here in front of the Poxxus wave. It showed up. They're actually real, despite people on the interwebs fearing that they don't exist and they're never going to be here, and crying and whining. They are here, and they are magnificent, which I'm sure we will talk about today in depth.
A lot of fun here. That's kind of cool. This is the wave that we saw in person in prototype form at our first Legions Con. For me, that makes it a little bit special for some reason. Damn, Mr. Rogers.
Give you the tinglies inside, does it?
Well, I'm starting to come to a conclusion.
Yeah, real quick. The conclusion is, Maverick, pay a fucking attention to the show or get the fuck out of the chat. Quit making. This is not fucking social time, Maverick.
These are his friends.
You're like that goddamn kid in class. I'm fucking. Steve's getting ready to give a history lesson, and you're fucking passing notes. Do you like me? Yes or no? Fucking through the classroom.
Mash.
Nobody cares what Snake Eyes Curtis Ackerman's about to open, Maverick.
You can open my snake eye.
I'll tell you what, that Storm Shadow over there looks like an old man, that bow-legged old man.
Cobra Ninja.
Yes, that looks ridiculous, Travis. I'm gonna have to fix it. It irritates me. It looks like he's like, my name's Storm Shadow. So I went down a rabbit hole of Mr. Rogers this weekend, and I figured out I think he is a plant. I think that guy was working for the Russians or something.
Oh, I thought you were like, he's a fern.
No. I think he's a spy. He pussied out this country so bad, talking about feelings about every little thing. I wonder what. No wonder our men are a bunch of pussies now. Did you hurt your knee? Does it make you feel bad? Let's talk about it. That's all he fucking wanted to do was talk about feelings and crying and whining and it's no wonder. I mean, it's just Jesus Christ. We need freaking real people and real male leadership in this country. It's all going to go to hell.
Well, your boy Trump's trying to come back, so
Who
you
would
start grabbing them all by the pussy here shortly, Steve.
who would you say these leaders are that you're looking towards? Steve?
I'm the example, as I've said before. And I don't know who else is going to join me, but we got to get together. We got to get together and go back to the old days, where a kid comes out of his house, freshly freaking beaten up by his drunk dad. He puts a brave face on, goes and plays with his friends all day. Doesn't want to go home because he might get punched again. But you know what he does when the lights go off and his last friend has to go home to his freaking Christian home that's all fucking snuggly and lovely, and he goes home. He walks back to his freaking house, head hanged low, and takes a beating again. That's a man.
You are a steaming pile of human garbage. I threw up in my mouth a little.
Guaranteed that kid turns
All of
out
my
to be badass.
orifices threw up.
Okay. Steven, you get elected president right now. The first three things that you do are what?
Oh, God.
And let me answer for you. Ban gay marriage.
Never even thought about it.
Like make
Don't
abortions available at 7-Eleven.
Nope. Nope.
And no universal health care. We're done. Nope. You either pay for it or you die.
You are so audible.
Vote Bishotti in 2024.
That is completely.
Who's his running mate? It might be Hitler. We're not sure.
Maybe I should run for president.
Stephen David Duke Bishotti for president, y'all.
That's horrible.
Cody said, all we talk about is feelings when Steve gives me a ride to the podcast.
How do you feel about that pink shirt?
For someone who's so against feelings, you sure have a lot of them.
I don't have feelings. I have thoughts and rage.
Which are arguably feelings, but sure. You go about your bad self.
That's what people say a week before they climb a clock tower and start picking people up just to figure out how long it takes the cops to get there.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Drug out, kicking and screaming.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I want to save
Real
this
men
country.
would have stopped me before I got to 8. You're all a bunch of pussified Americans. With your use of force continuum and your tasers. Back in my day, we just shot those motherfuckers.
You realize that Pete is projecting his own thoughts onto me.
That's cute. You know what we should do? I got an immigration policy for you. It's called an AR-15. You turn one of their heads into red mist, the other ones are going to swim back the other way. Am I right?
All of this stuff is stuff I've never even considered.
He was like, these aren't even the things I think about.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not.
Man, look at all these great ideas. I got to write this shit down.
We have a contest going this morning.
We do?
Yes. This started yesterday in the Patreons group. They're helping us pick how we are going to divvy up these amazing figures sent to us by the Four Horsemen. And we need your help too. If you're tuning in right now, it's
Super chat from Curtis. Welcome to our toy podcast.
Yep.
I'll keep bitching, but keep showing up, you fucking cuck.
So, our plan is we're gonna have our patrons and people tuning in for the live show today help us pick the picking order for how we're gonna divvy up these. We put a little poll for votes in the Patreon group, and pretty much the way it works today is if you are willing to super chat your vote, that's going to get included in that as well. So
how's that going to look? It's going to be like they'll say like Travis won.
Nope. It's just they're going to vote for who they should go first. And
exactly, and that's it.
But are we getting into that already? Is that okay?
I think it. Yep.
Then right now, what we're going to do is I need, before anybody casts their vote, you need to hear the top 10 reasons why your vote should be for me.
Oh, a top 10. Oh,
a top 10.
We're all going to get a chance to speak.
Without a doubt.
That's what I put in the text message yesterday. You should have been reading.
You didn't mention that right now, so I was wondering if something changed.
No. So, number one.
You guys just fuck already.
The number one reason that I should be first to pick today is Jeremy is not OG. He's like Robert Trujillo. He's amazingly talented, fits in like a glove, but no matter what, he'll never be Cliff Burton. And no, the irony is not lost on me because this is me throwing you under the bus.
Oh!
Number 2,
Oh!
Travis contributes the room. He is also the only one to miss an episode because the stairway is too far of a commute. Number 3, all of the game shows, live events, parodies, all me. Yes, Jeremy plays the guitar, but people pay big money to see Taylor Swift, not Guitar Guy. I'm the only one that can keep, number 4, I'm the only one that can keep Steve in check. Jeremy's too busy slobbing his knob, and I don't think Trav has any idea what's going on most of the time. He's like that quiet kid from junior high. You see him every day, but you don't even realize when he leaves for an hour every day to go to his special ed class. Number 5, all the logo work that you see, all the swag is pretty much me. No, I didn't draw it, but I facilitated it. If Matt Rod can call himself a comic creator, then I can take credit for all the logo shit.
Hey, Steve, can you pay the guy that I called and said, do this?
Yep. Number 6, Steve doesn't deserve to win anything ever because he doesn't fuck for fun. Blowjobs are not his favorite and boobs are okay. Jeremy can care less about these figures. Just give him the cable ties and the old packaging. That will match most of his toy collection anyway. Steve lost great quality recordings and destroyed MWIGTKM property. And before you bring up me losing the Matt Rod interview, I said lost great quality recordings. Jeremy may contribute weekly with toy news, Trav with drama, Steve with hating women, but that's like beer league softball. It happens regularly, but it's not a big deal. I'm like the Olympics. I only show up every 2 years, but it's fucking gold. Number 10, our fans come at me harder than anyone else on the show. The jokes, the puns, the memes, whatever. I'm the high priority target. No one ever tries to assassinate the president's personal chef. And of course, in closing, the laughs. Everyone here is funny. They all make me laugh regularly, but let's be honest, I'm the funny one. Without me, this is an event in Travis's basement where Jeremy shows off his yard sale junk and Steve attempts to repel women and men alike. Cody gets more laughs than Steve, and no one can even hear him. There are some laughs every now and then, but even funerals have the occasional awkward laugh. And that's why y'all should vote for me for first pick today.
That was nice.
That was a good sell.
That was propaganda. That's what that was.
Steven, would you like to tell the fans why you should get the first vote and the first pick in picking these wonderful figures?
I think I should go last.
Because I have never given a woman an orgasm because they've never earned it.
Do you have anything?
I'll go last.
Oh, I got you. You mean you pick last or you go last?
I will give my reasoning last.
Okay. Jerry, you got anything?
Why does he get to pick to go last?
It's called, you know what my name is in the Mythic Legions lore? The Alpha, number 1. Boom. There's my first point, and I gave it to you early.
So
I used to eat alphabets
real quick, I want to give you guys kind of a frame of reference. Okay?
and the
If
cereal.
you in Muskegon County, which is where we are now, if you suffer a medical emergency, okay,
Uh-oh.
there are 5 levels. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of priority. Okay, Echo means that they're going to go light and siren, and there's going to be a
right here not to vote for him.
and there's going to be a doctor standing by because you are such a critical patient. You're very important. Delta is lights and sirens with no doctor. Charlie means that you have to be attended by a paramedic because you have an IV. Bravo is B or bullshit. Alpha is evaluation transport. That means you're old, decrepit, and you just can't drive yourself to the goddamn hospital. Alpha is the lowest priority in everything that I do. So yes, you want to be the alpha. I agree. You are the alpha. You are the lowest priority. You literally can sit at home and wait for up to 24 hours to be picked up by an ambulance because you are so full of shit. You don't even need the space.
First level, first letter in the Greek alphabet. And more importantly, we all know what alpha really means.
You know what we should have done? We should have all recorded a 30-minute episode by ourselves. Put all of them out there, and then people could decide who was the best.
You ever see like Wayne's World when like Wayne storms off and Garth is left there with like the video camera just on his face? He's like, hey, that'd be me.
Welcome, Cody.
Now that Pete's taking 2 rounds.
Hey, Alpha, I just did a round and then stole your round. Who's the real fucking Alpha?
She's the alfalfa.
I could go.
Tear it up.
Yes. Things have been tough.
Jesus. Everybody, let's introduce real Travis.
Times are tough in the Bulls house. This week at McDonald's, I even couldn't ask for a hot mustard. I don't know if you know, 33 cents now.
That's fucked.
I'm just kidding. They give them to me. But
oh, they know who you are.
4 and they were like, sorry, I can't give you more than 2 unless you pay for them. I ordered $40.
You won't give me 4 hot mustards?
I didn't even know they had hot mustard.
I'm going to be honest. I don't care where I end up in this picking order because the whole wave is fire. So
That's why people don't vote for you, because you talk like you're in high school.
Facts.
Yeah, this food's buzzing too. Buzzing.
Oh,
don't say that.
no, this whole wave is lit, fam. 100.
This shit slaps.
Bruh.
Bruh, this shit slaps.
At your age, it doesn't make you sound cool. It makes you sound like a lure.
You got Riz.
It's working.
Hey, look at this thing. This thing slaps in the back of my van.
So if you choose to vote for me, thank you. If you don't, I can understand why.
Why?
My phone goes off. It constantly beeps because the community needs a hero. Travis's beeps because it's an alert that his previous volleyball players have an 18th birthday. So we are not the same.
I don't deserve shit.
Here comes the self-deprecation.
I'm just happy to be here.
Thanks for having me.
At least,
Thanks for acknowledging that I breathe.
at least Trav tried to like sow this tale of him being impoverished as we sit in a room in his house dedicated to toys, and there's $20,000 worth of toys in here.
Whoa.
At least 30.
All right. I'm going to spit some truth.
Oh, I got somebody's bacon one, Steve. This is you.
Oh, shit. I already took a bite out of yours.
He took 4 bites.
That's how amazing he
Oh,
is.
my God. I did.
It's how he doesn't know the difference between sausage and bacon. Yeah,
You handed it to me.
look at that. That's one bite. That fat motherfucker took a single bite out of my sandwich and it's a quarter gone.
Good. That's alpha as fuck. Fucking eat half of yours and then don't even notice.
And then you give me your whole one.
Fucking alpha move. If I ever saw one.
Holy fuck.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Real?
He's stealing some of my water.
I was out.
Real Steve? You're going real Steve?
No, not going real, Steve.
Okay.
Thought about it. There's two people in this room that care more about Mythic Legions than the other two, and that would be me and Travis. Me and Travis started down the Mythic Legions road together, and we were one of the earliest people in our group to start, really pumping this thing and really fell in love with the line. So I think that these toys mean probably the most to the two of us. But Travis doesn't count for one big reason. He's a freaking distributor. That's like asking the guy that sells, gumdrops, the guy that owns the gumdrop factory, hey, why should you get gumdrops when you can walk out into your garage and get as many as you want?
Wow, that was a great example.
Gumdrops, yes.
Spitting fire.
Everybody
Alpha.
understands what I mean.
Is there a gumdrop factory?
Yes, somewhere there's a factory that makes
You
gumdrops.
should have said Willy Wonka.
But is it a factory that specifically
We're not
only
going to
makes
talk about what
gumdrops,
should have
or-
happened. We're going to talk about what did happen. He does not give a fuck. He can't even stay awake when we start talking toys. Any of these that he takes is just going to get thrown in the corner of his freaking storage unit, and then he won't even know he has them until Travis has to go over there for something else and go, hey, there's his freaking Poxxus stuff that we gave him. So it's just wasted on him. Jeremy, he likes them like I like boobs. They're okay. He ain't gonna lay down good money to get them.
I don't have good money to get them.
If you did, you wouldn't lay it down.
That's fair.
Okay, I'm the one that's gonna take them home, play with them, figure them out, take pictures of them, promote them for the Four Horsemen and for this channel too, to do these things. These all, in fact, the whole wave should be going home with me. There should be no one else. No one else qualifies. No one here loves this line like I do. No one here loves toys like I do, except Jeremy, except the toys he loves are found in garbages. Okay?
The garbages are kind of clean.
Maybe.
Maybe the listeners.
Yeah, maybe we should
No.
give them away to listeners, right?
Do they do all this work we do? I mean, think of all the work we do for this show.
I have to sit in this room with Steve for 3 hours a week. I deserve a goddamn figure.
Yeah, and he's asleep for half of it. If this was fucking dice, give it to Pete. I don't give a fuck. I'll shove those things up my ass. Not in a loving way. Then I'll poop them out in the toilet and flush it. Because I don't want the damn things. You sit here and you spin your web.
Read the bottom two messages.
You spin your web about all this, and I'm funny, and I'm this, and I'm that. You ain't nothing without me. I put the fucking football on the tee for you weekly to entertain these people. And then when it's time to talk toys, I get real. Boom. I'll take them all.
Well, solves that.
So now you, as viewers today, get to weigh in on this. I will, in a little bit here, update you with numbers. If a super chat rolls in, all I got to say is who their vote is, and they get added to the tally. We are going to pick one super chatter winner today.
Real quick, you want to just refresh everybody as to where the poll is in Patreon?
I would guess if they went on Patreon.
Yep. If you go on the my
No, I just want you to point out that Steve is so far behind everyone.
Oh, you want to
else,
look at the?
It's not even
You
funny.
want the numbers now? So currently, the numbers from our Patreon group. Pete has 8 votes. Jeremy.
Pete People want to
Ooh,
give
you
these
got it.
toys to Pete.
Jeremy with 9.
Whoa!
People want to give these toys to.
You voted for Steve? So Steve, you're still in last with a fucking pity vote.
Steve has
The next person has
3
double
votes.
what you have, and you have a 33% of your shit is pity.
I'm fan of idiots.
So fucking alpha.
If I was fucking fan of this show, I'd be pissed if this shit goes to Pete or Jeremy.
Oh,
You don't give a fuck about legions, really. When it comes down to it,
Well, maybe
it's me.
maybe if I
I
had
didn't
more
vote
of
yet.
them, I'd care about them more.
Remember
sorry.
last time we made me
Pete,
feel
Pete
guilty about
has
the
9 because Pete forgot to vote.
I didn't make you do shit.
Pete has 9. Jeremy has 10. Just made the jump there. Steven, you have 3. You got Cody, Anthony, and Cullen.
Oh my god! You know what? I thought the world of Colin after the last Legion's Con. That might change.
I'm sitting at 6.
Wait, who voted for me? Do you know who voted?
Yeah,
for me?
we'll you know what?
Thirsty, so
Let's give
thirsty.
Pete,
guys.
Pete has
I need to know who to blow.
Pete with 9 votes. John Caulfield, Maverick Salvajagan, Gary Rickelman, Tom Faltoneroy. That hurts, Tom. That really
I'm
hurts.
saying,
Ben,
a fellow brother in blue,
fellow
voted for the fireman.
Oh, so painful. Ben Sashi, Pete McCarthy, Douglas Dupper, Trevor Williams, and Kerwin Chang Chow.
Okay, so let's check this out. Professional photographer, 3 people from 3 different countries, and a gay. Yeah, I'm fucking well-rounded, man.
Jeremy sitting solid with 10 votes right now.
Mhm.
Dave Schmidt.
Laura, Lily, Jeremy twice, both of his accounts.
Dick Jones.
Dick Jones.
Dick Jones. Dusty Stanford. Chuck Buckley. Big Greg. Christopher Kelly. Dominic Espinoza. Scott Wiles. Christopher Lefevre. And Dustin Yoke.
I love all those guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
This is so stupid.
I'm
This is why we're in the shape we're in
sitting there with 6 with Bob.
with the presidency. This is why we got
Rieger.
because people look how people fucking vote.
Ray Bouchard.
That's why we got the 2 idiots up there.
Nasty Nate Strong. Curtis Ackerman. Alexander Deshaw. Malcolm Kennedy. And Jeff Yerger. Thank you. Those are 6 of my favorite people.
Take your shots, 1-6 shooter. I don't give 2 shits or a fuck because I still got your vote. So he says, I picked Pete because those figures are so good they deserve to be stored in a plastic bag on a doorknob.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're the doorknob that picked me. So what do you think about that?
All right.
Picking Pete is like
Curtis.
Legion's abuse.
Curtis says I voted for Steven initially, but had to change when he attacked Mr. Rogers. Fuck yeah, Curtis.
What does that have to do with it?
People
There's
love
some
Mr.
people-
Rogers. You
there's
shit all over him.
I think that's how people.
This is how people vote.
This is how people do things.
Well, yeah.
On side shit that has nothing to do with the real thing.
Well, you got to
Hey,
realize
it's over here.
you're a public figure now.
It's the real thing, guys, because we're all fake.
No matter
None of
what you
us are
say in your
real.
personal life,
What
is
I
now
have
going
to
to
do-
fall over
what
into
my
your
thoughts on-
professional life.
Well, my thoughts on our Mr. Rogers has nothing to do with how I handle, love, adore, and pose and make this line what it is. Me.
Cody says I changed my vote.
Good.
Oh,
What?
it's
Steve
time.
now has 2.
We don't
Steve's
deserve
down
them
to
at
2
all. I
votes.
love this.
Damn, the hits keep on coming, 1-6 shooter. I just want
This is-
Pete to
this
have
is it.
something to bring on the next Thanks UPS guy.
We're gonna vote for the presidency. I don't know. I'd really like to vote for this guy, but I heard he doesn't like tacos.
Hey,
Is that how it works?
Hey, Walt, you
Yeah.
can vote for whoever you want.
That's how it works. Now you're getting it. This is politics,
If you
bitch.
thought for 1 second the American public voted on issues that actually matter, you're dumber than we all assume.
It's how it's been
I
going
am
on
the
for
clear.
hundreds of years.
I am the clear winner here. I should be the guy that takes these home.
I don't want this financially stable guy to help us support our country because he supports the gays. Yeah, that's what's wrong with our country.
It's worse. Everything's worse. I don't even want him. You know what?
Steve, there's a lot of show left. There's a lot of votes that could still come in.
For him. Honestly, by the end of the show, I'm pretty sure he's going to lose Cullen. Because Cullen's going to be like, man,
I was with you for a minute, bud.
Cullen's going to call his sponsor and realize he fell off the wagon and be like, no, I shouldn't have voted for Steve.
Fuck.
Well, Mini Steve even pulled out. Curtis pulled out.
And Cody, your pity vote pulled out.
Or with a friend.
Steve's like, that's why I don't want him to vote for me, because anybody that would pull out is not my kind of guy. You don't waste your seed. Look at him. He doesn't have his glasses on. He doesn't know what to do.
He can't look anybody in the eyes.
Put your glasses on.
He's in a battle of wits with no fucking weaponry.
Wits. There's no wits here.
I'm a wit.
Yes. But not Zawak Hajijing. We don't know that person.
Or
He's not
Van.
real.
Are they patrons?
Yeah. I don't know why Steve-O wasn't in the group. I'm sure Travis probably dropped the ball on that. Dusty says Cullen is a nice guy and just voted for the guy he knew would be in last place. That's true. That guy's salt of the earth.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Ed. Jeremy, my tequila rosebud needs mythic love. That's what I'm talking
why
about.
you vote, because he drank tequila rose.
Because I'm willing to go hang out with the fucking people that I love.
I want to vote for Jerry because he sipped on a semen consistency pink drink with me.
Oh, it's so
Jesus.
viscous.
People are fucked.
Tequila rose.
That's what you got to do. You got to fucking buy the people.
Gosh, this candidate would be great with foreign relations, but I don't like the color of his shoes.
My
There you
17-year-old
go.
daughter's like tequila
Wear
rose.
the right
fuck that.
color shoes.
One time he looked at me and waved, and wow, I really got a tickle.
Steven,
Now you're starting to get it.
Curtis says maybe next time wait to attack beloved figures until after the votes are cast, Steven.
What does that do? Mislegion.
It doesn't. It has to do with them seeing you as a piece of shit that doesn't deserve anything. That's what they're talking
That's
about.
why Mr. Rogers is
don't
the reason I'm losing this vote.
You were losing the vote before you said that. You had 2 votes before you said that about Mr. Rogers. You got a 3rd pity vote this morning. Then you said that about Mr. Rogers, lost a vote, went down to 2, and then you fucking lost Cody. You lost the pity vote.
I will continue. I will continue to speak truth,
Good, and continue to be in 4th place.
even if I
You don't
lose.
care.
Even if I lose toys
Yes,
that
please
belong
do.
to me. These basically belong to me.
We fully support you making those decisions, and we back you 100%.
I'm not gonna fold and be some kowtow and be like, oh yeah, your baby's cute. If it gets me a vote,
I'm gonna pan the slope and get these
I
figures.
will pay on the slope. I'll continue to be the representative of truth and facts and logic on this show, even if I lose these stupid toys.
You mean when? When you lose these
Hey,
stupid
hey,
things.
Jesse. Part of the plan today is the people that have chosen not to be in the podcast group. They get a free vote today. You don't have to super chat yours. You'll still be able to cast your vote. That was just a way for us to get some of the votes out of the way.
Maverick
So-
says 1 vote, Pete, but he needs to lower his A1C to sub 6.
Perfect. Write it down, Trav.
What does that even mean?
what does that mean?
My A1C is really bad, and that means that my kidneys are going to start to have damage. And I'm going to.
So we got to wait to divvy up these figures until Pete goes back to the doctor and gets his new A1C and proves that he did with that, so we can count Maverick's vote 2 months from now. You guys are fucked. And your stupid, really weird ass ways of voting. Let's put a provision on this.
That's weird. Like,
At least 3 months to figure out.
shit doesn't go his way for like a half a second, and you're just like, fuck all ya.
So
Burning it down.
his super chat is 1 vote, Pete, but he needs to lower his A1C to sub 6. Not to get the vote. He's saying, I'm voting for you, but you need to do this. I'm not
That's not
doing
how I
that
read
to
it.
get the vote.
That's how I read it.
Well, you don't have to read it anyway.
I wish they put people on sports teams like
It's like
this.
the Bible. He can just read it and interpret it however he wants.
Jesse says Pete.
Why?
Honestly,
Put them in the garbage. garbage.
So
You're throwing them in the garbage.
Jesse-
They'll never be seen again.
Jesse put you in 4th. So just so you know,
I hate
Pete,
this
Jeremy,
community.
Travis, Steven.
I'm leaving the cabal.
If you leave the cabal, how will you know all the people that broke their own toys?
I'm leaving the cabal.
He just sold him on it.
Ooh. You know, I love how the political the side of this. Jeremy's out there having a drink with the people. He's showing them he's one of them.
And giving him Bud. That's why Greg voted for him. And Greg said that. He gave me Bud, so he always gets my vote. Okay. Well, that works.
You got to win him one way or another, right?
Emil Vickman super chat of 19 cents. He says, love you guys.
Aw, love you too. Oh my gosh, that
And
bat.
He means us. He doesn't mean Steve, but he's like, well, I probably should say everybody.
Well, there's only 3 hearts around that face anyway, so.
Yeah, you and Trav. Because Steven is the face, because he's in charge. Without the face, there'd be no place for the hearts to attach. That emoji is nothing without me, the alpha.
The example.
I wish I could make good monkey noises. I can't monkey noise. It just sounds like a glory hole grunt when I try. You know what I mean? I'm good. I can't do monkey noises.
Oh, whatever. Sounds like when Steve masturbates.
It's not part of the vote. They got to super chat it for it to be a vote.
Michael Casper's is he a Patreon?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Sorry, cheap ass. Steve doesn't get your vote.
He still says my vote goes to the lady Stephen Bishotti, the beta.
The Mazda beta. Oh,
Master beta.
I'm totally like hogging the pretzels, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we know.
I had to fill the void of my half
We're
a
cool with
sandwich
it.
because the alpha took advantage of me like a fucking handmaiden's tale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all still getting toys.
Funny if Steve didn't get
We say you don't want any anyway now.
Is there a
so
hand pack? Hand pack for him?
There's a hand pack. I'll take the garbage.
So are we going to divvy them up and then review the one that gets picked? Or are we going to review them all, then divvy them up?
I think we should review them all, then divvy them up.
Okay.
I think that's going to probably be the best way to do it. And we will be doing that at the end.
Cody, will you keep an eye on votes for us while we do this?
Yep.
he hesitated.
Kind of confusing. So we're like doing this plus keeping track of the.
Well, we have that's pretty much done now.
Yeah. That was just so
we'll
that,
just check them all right before
Yeah.
we do it, and then
So we just need to track the ones that are in the chat, and then we can add up those ones.
but
Let's
they
hit-
but they
let's
do
hit
have to
Bill
be a
Cosby.
super chat, Cody. So you don't have much you got to keep an eye on. Don't worry about it.
before you put in the pudding. Go.
Emil just sent us another 14 cents with
I'll
no
put
message.
together a basketball team. I got this guy that's 6'6", but this other guy's 5'4". But you know what? He took a selfie with me at the door.
Oh, he's really reaching.
It's weird that you're just figuring this out right now.
I guess okay, yeah, you're right. My fault. I gave humanity too much credit.
So
Yeah, that's where you fucked
how
up,
old are
man.
you? 42?
What are you betting?
You're 45? How did it take you 45 years to realize that there are consequences for your actions?
There is. People are stupid. Here's an example.
And you're in last
People
place.
think-
Why?
People
Here's
think
the example.
people think Pete is more social and friendly and everything than me. However, we're getting out of here. We're leaving Legion's Con last night. Pete doesn't go around shake hands with everybody, say goodbye. He gets up on a thing and does a uniform letter, basically. I just want to say goodbye to all of you at once. I don't have time. And he gets down. Meanwhile, I'm walking, shaking hands, saying, hey, man, love you, this, that, blah, blah, bye, I'm going to bed, blah, blah, blah. I gave personal attention. This fucker gave a form letter.
That's
called-
because you did it once and he did it the entire weekend.
Yep.
He
That's
earned
exactly
the
why.
right to.
I was super social.
I went out
You were more social than normal. I will give you that.
in
yes.
true Pete fashion. I went out with a little bit of flair
But you
mixed
were
with a little bit of pizzazz. He hid in his booth the entire goddamn weekend and made people come to him. I didn't. I social butterfly floated that motherfucker the entire time.
We didn't have anything to add to. I had shit to sell and stuff.
I just walked around looking at toys and be like, what's up?
So
All right, man. Those toys are cool.
Good job, man.
What are you doing tonight? That's it. Make sure I'm not even coming out of the room.
I made conscious decision after conscious decision at Legion's Con to enhance that event for the majority of the people. I did the announcements, right? I hooked up Euro Legions with shirts. I did the fucking live show with 100 people in there. I made sure that I was out there selling our brand. And if people fell in love with me, that's on them.
You know, and Dusty didn't pay for this, but I just have to kind of point out, he says, I had to make Steven talk to me. Pete grabbed me as soon as I walked in the door at Legion's Con.
Dusty and I are
That
homies.
shit lasts. People remember that stuff.
But
I'm not
how-
saying you're doing it wrong.
Well, he'll never make me
but
talk to
you're
him
doing
again.
Dusty, but I'm not saying you're doing it right. But PowerCon, Dusty and I, we stood against the wall and talked about life and love for an hour, I think.
That was weird. We were at our booth,
Yeah.
hanging out with people and talking to them.
Yeah.
They were like, "Where's Steve?" We're like,
I don't know. We have no idea.
"He fucking left without even
Nope.
saying goodbye."
But no, man, we were talking about our careers and our families and our kids. Dusty and I became friends at PowerCon, not just fans of the alpha. I got you. I got you.
Never talk about that.
A bunch of side bullshit.
It's like Steve just figured out life right now. And
I
kinda
haven't
feel
figured
bad
out
for
shit.
him.
All I did is figure out that everybody.
He's sweating.
All I figured out
He's fucking
is how
pissed.
dumb everybody is.
So pissed.
I thought the world was a better place.
How can it be a better place? Because people like Mr. Rogers exist.
This proves my
Won't
Mr.
you-
Rogers
Won't
point.
you be my neighbor? Yeah, I'll be your neighbor. That's
This
fucking
proves
taking
my Mr.
photos of
Rogers
you in your
point.
undies.
It's all about the fluff. It's all about the fluff.
It's all about the fluff. It is about the fluff.
What?
I'm What's
sick
a
of fluff.
what's a bonobo? Bonobo?
Um,
Jesse said that was almost a bonobo. Pete.
Bonobo. It's a primate.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Is it the one with the red butt? Woo.
Who cares?
Here's what a bonobo sounds like. Apparently, it sounds like a. That's not it. Wait for it.
Yeah, got it. I'm gonna bonobo all over Steve's face.
All right,
You
sorry.
know, when this world comes crumbling down, people are going to be looking for me to help out.
Yeah,
So when this world comes
that's what I'm
crumbling
gonna
down,
look for.
I'm going to look for somebody who can do some real stuff.
Like paint
here's what's gonna happen.
and
when
post
the-
figures.
I just I would. Can you send us a picture of you?
That's funny.
Oh, that's definitely me. So it's funny that you mentioned that, Stephen, because I do think that every one of us have an important role to play when society crumbles, right?
Oh, I'm everyone's bitch
Jeremy is going to get stoned into oblivion, right?
and be the bitch.
So Travis is going to very quickly realize that as society falls and all the rules and regulations fall, his marriage certificate is no longer valid. And he's going to go, you know what? I'm going out with a bang. Hopefully repeated bangs, right?
I did say I
Steven-
was the bitch.
Steven says, you know what? It's on me as the alpha to fix this and bring people together and reprocreate this world. The problem is the only thing he comes in are dogs and trees in his parents' backyard. So
And
his idea to repopulate the earth is going to fail miserably. Me, I'm not going to survive. I have nothing. We've said this before. I have nothing to offer an apocalypse. If I don't immediately rise to power, I am dead.
You might be able to make people laugh and they won't kill you. Oh, yep. Devo Beg, 1 vote for Travis.
He's not even that funny.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, He is funny. I mean,
Toy news.
Yeah, that's a good vote, Steve-O. I got a Steve-O hat on with Steve-O chops, but yeah, vote for Travis. It's totally cool. It's fine. Do your thing, Chicken Wing.
Vote for anything but the actual fate of these toys.
I love from Curtis. I love that Emil super chatted twice and still didn't vote for Steven. Emily, your hand pick, your hand pack, buddy.
I'm the only one here who appreciate a hand pack because I love hand packs.
you would.
Yeah,
I'll pack your hand.
you can get a lot of freaking emotion that I learned from freaking Fred Rogers in hands.
Give me some examples. Can you show me?
Yeah, like this means this means this with a weapon and it means
You're like the Zoolander of assholes. You have one face.
It's the example.
Right. Yeah.
this pointing a weapon. This. Am I missing any hands? This. I don't know what this means. They don't give us that one. No.
Oh, shit.
Oh fuck!
I think with first pick, Steve should definitely get his hand back.
The only one that would use it.
He can only choose one pair.
Oh,
All right, where are we going?
It's your show.
Fuck. Couldn't be.
Agreed.
Couldn't be. Pete's got a nice hat on today. Let's make it his show.
As opposed to sunglasses. You're right.
oh.
Well,
Are we doing those first or your toy?
We're gonna do these last. We're gonna save the excitement.
please. I can't take any more.
Oh, gotta. I love Francisco.
Francisco, one vote for Steven because Trav chose Dominic Espinoza over me, so F him. Just tuned in. What are we voting for, by the way? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Somebody could have told me that those are spicy as fuck.
Obviously have flecks of things in it.
It doesn't mean it's spicy.
No, they're sugar.
Name a cheese with flex there
M&Ms.
that isn't spicy.
M&M filled cheese.
Back to the camera. Fucking throwing it.
That's what the camera to see.
I'm throwing an alpha hissy fit.
Elfas don't make the face and tears that he's got going on over here.
I just love that those are spicy.
Damn, Paul Schreiber coming swinging with a 20 spot.
Spicy at all.
Good morning, Paul. We appreciate your support.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh.
Steve's over there somewhere.
It's just sweating.
Hey, Douglas, I'm not having a bad hair day. I'm having a bad hair decade because I'm balding. So, Douglas Tupper.
Yeah, I invited him to eat dinner with us, but I'm supposedly antisocial.
Careful, that's spicy. Don't just pop it in your mouth like that.
Did Steve invite you guys to eat dinner?
No,
You guys were in the other room with all the other fucking.
I didn't have dinner. I didn't have dinner with Steve. I invited a guy to dinner. Why did you invite us? Because you were with everyone else at the con. By the way, Tupper voted for me.
Oh, fuck.
Pete wouldn't have fucking invited you to dinner. Oh, just a minute, I gotta go in here with all the important people.
Oh, don't get so mad, Robbie.
Here we are. Here's some fucking toys.
Stupid. Iceman, Batman, Vice Batman, Bad Iceman.
Bad Ice Man.
Frozen Man.
DC Multiverse Frostbite Batman GameStop exclusive. It's Batman, and he's translucent and frosty looking.
Hey, what line
that?
is this figure from, Jeremy? The DC will buy anything line? Yes,
yeah.
they will. DC
yeah.
fans are the worst. Love you, Mike Smith.
You know Mike's gonna get that, right?
Actually,
He's kind of cool.
yeah, but it looks really cool. But I think Mike is transitioning to
the bigger
Mezco.
figures. Yeah, that's true.
He brought over a couple. Bangers the other day.
So he's it's Rebirth Batman Frostbite Edition. I have no idea what any of that shit means, but he's
frozen,
molded in a clear blue plastic to simulate the freeze. Yes. What?
It's a different color.
I don't think so.
You think it's cold to the touch?
Real Alphas throw fits.
Do you, think do you put it in water? Does it change color?
I hope so. It doesn't probably though. It's $30 with a ship date of March 2024.
It touches my heart.
Right? Always have a frozen Batman.
Get him hanging up from the top.
Looks neat.
Yeah, packaging's cool.
Go ahead and move on. Move
Pretty
right
cool.
on through all the. There's 9,000.
Marvel Legends, Daredevil, and Hydro Man animated 2-pack. Looks like we have another blue translucent.
We got a theme
figure.
today.
Yeah, there's a theme going on. Yeah.
Blue, just like Steven's balls.
Marvel fans will buy
Anything.
anything.
Especially if it hits that nostalgia bug.
That figure shows up in one pane of one comic in 67. They're gonna have it.
I think the packaging is probably the coolest part. It looks like VHS.
Yeah,
shit,
the old
I mean,
tapes.
That Daredevil's is awesome looking.
the shading and stuff like that they put on the Daredevil is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, speaking of which, I saw some pictures for the Daredevil Born Again,
Oh, Jesus.
and there's I saw Karen Page and fucking that other guy that
Froggy.
that
Foggy.
guy, Foggy Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. Super chat. I changed my vote from Curtis. I changed my vote back to Steven if he lights up a cigar. This is how you buy votes, Steven.
Worked for Bill Clinton.
Oh.
Ooh, this cigar's a little tangy.
So anyway, yeah, these guys,
Yeah.
none of us are getting those.
None of us are
None
buying
of us.
that. No.
I'm curious who of our listeners is getting those. Who's excited about these?
I'm sure there might be a couple like just hardcore Marvel Legends collectors.
That Daredevil does look good though.
Oh, it looks great.
It does look good.
The other guy, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the whatever.
I'm made of water.
Get me or don't. Although it's a 2-pack, so
I have a feeling that's the only way the alpha could get a pussy wet is if he was entirely made of water.
Oh, look, he does have an articulated
he does
toe.
yep, articulated
that's great.
toes. That'll
Need
sit.
that.
Wow. I am not a fan of that at all. In certain figures I get it, but even that I don't, man. That's kind of crazy that they're going to that.
Is it?
That's new for Marvel to add like a piece of articulation right there. I don't know.
Well, they just went, oh, McFarlane's doing it.
Yeah. I think it looks weird. I think you could get Steve, you get all the poses anyway with
What do I know? What is it? What does it matter?
Don't set him up when he's in this mood, Trav. You know better.
He's throwing a
Hey, I don't look. I don't care about
Just
any of that.
ignore him.
I don't care about toe articulation, but I love puppies.
I'm turning him around. Yeah, we know that you love puppies. You've mentioned that before, Steven.
Wouldn't that make him a puppophile?
So,
That was good.
I have my
all
moments.
right, everybody.
That's not a bad price. I mean, that's
50
probably-
bucks, yeah, $25 each figure kind of makes sense.
It's what they're going for now.
Toe articulation is rarely used, and it looks stupid because it cuts up the sculpt needlessly. That's my real opinion that nobody cares about.
I agree with Steven on that one.
I care.
You know, I get where it definitely can, but they could do all the
The-
stuff that you could do with that toe. You could do it all anyway.
without
The
without
problem
that.
is if you're going to have a very specific pose and use the toe articulation, that's all fine and dandy. For the other 8,000 poses, you just have a weird break in the middle of the guy's foot.
I kind of feel that way with like the upper torso articulation sometimes.
Yeah.
Ab crunch or
Yeah.
It kind of looks dumb.
yeah.
Especially on a Super 7 figure because you can rarely use it anyways.
Speaking of Super 7, Copper Kid.
I want to say that hawk is copper, not silver. What the fuck they trying to sell us?
Well, they're all various metals.
Yeah, steel, silver,
Did they?
copper.
So this line is still going.
And
So
they
the
at
Hawk
least
side?
need to make all 5.
No,
of them, right?
Trav, it isn't. They're done.
Man, the fucking king of the lash out over here.
So
It's like a drag, like a funny car motorcycle.
it's
That
the
thing's fucking
space
weird.
racer vehicle with Copper Kid. If you order this
He's
a
real
Big Bad
comfortable
Toy
in
Store,
that
it doesn't
position.
have the exclusive like head and weapon. It's $150.
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna guess. I was gonna say $150.
Can you guess how
Not
much
too
it
bad you
is with the Speed Racer and the Copper Kid?
Oh, that
With-
wasn't.
That's
the
just a
pack?
figure.
With the
It's just the
no,
car.
that's for both.
Okay.
Oh,
With the super pack. So there's an extra head and an extra weapon.
Which is stuff that should have just went with them anyway.
Right, but you know,
180.
Super 7 has to make you buy it from them.
Yes,
180.
Oh,
That's true.
no, well,
That's the only way we can get it is to get
Higher
200.
for $205
for an extra head
for an
and
extra head
weapon?
and weapon.
wait. I don't. That
So it's $150.
it's 150 for both pieces.
Yes.
For the
Yeah.
bike
Or the
and
kid.
and
Yep.
copper.
For this right here.
And if you
Yep.
want the extra head, it's another $50.
If you want the extra head and weapon, which should be near the end.
As I say, is there a picture of that
Yep.
pack?
It's just a. It's
Okay,
just
so
a
he's
small-
coming with 3 heads anyway. Okay.
Yep, he's got 3 heads. He's got the 2 birds, bunch of
Keep-
hands.
Yeah, keep going, Cody. I'm gonna see this.
There's the Space Racer,
the trash.
which they call
Yep.
Speed Racer on Super 7.
Okay.
There's some
Keep-
buttons that he's pushing apparently. Keep going.
Let's see, I want to see this.
There's 150 for without the special pack,
Yep.
and there you go.
There's the special pack.
Push it
Another
one more. It should have the next
another
picture should be the picture of the
another
yeah.
head and a gun.
There you go.
a
It's
winking head.
It's a winking head and a mouth
Exploding
gun.
alien penis ejaculatory gun.
Which they've already given us that mouth thing.
Jizz can.
But I
Have
don't-
they?
Yeah, it came with one of the other characters. I have it, but it doesn't have the. I think that's a different. I don't think it has the like effect that's coming out of it.
So for an extra $55, you can get that head and that gun.
We can all agree that's insane. Right?
Insane.
Especially right now, Steelheart is on Entertainment Earth for $13. 13 fucking dollars right now. Yep. No, the figure looks great.
Figure looks cool.
I don't give a fuck
I like
about
it.
the vehicle. I wish you
Steve,
could get
you're
them separate.
just buying the figure. What are you doing?
Probably just a figure.
Can you get just the figure?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, like
He'll be
this.
$55, I'm sure.
So that car is $100.
Yeah.
Well, if that little figure is 50,
150 for the bike.
there's a lot. There's probably double the plastic.
150 is just for the bike.
True.
It's
Yeah.
for, no, it's for both of them together.
150 comes with.
Brian Brink just said otherwise.
Really? No.
150 for the bike, no kit.
Maybe that would make more sense because I always thought the extra head was a freebie if you order from them.
So, but that would make
So it'd be $200 for both, but you get the extra head.
Oh yeah.
no. It wouldn't.
Oh, I
It's
see.
100 and
So
then
the-
55 is the figure. That's where 205 comes from. If you buy both of them together, you get the freebie.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
think. Is happening.
Okay.
Wow, Jeremy,
Well,
nice job, Fox News.
Well, that right there is the right there is the picture from Big Bad Toy Store that says
Yeah.
150. I see
That's
fucking
a
The
space
kid in it,
racer
so-
vehicle.
I
that's
get what you're
true,
saying,
but
yeah.
the picture's with Copper Kid in it. So they could have taken an extra second.
Holy
and fucking
shit.
Doesn't matter what this says, as long whatever makes you feel better. $150 for both. If that's what we want to say, we'll just pretend that's it.
You realize the way you're acting only reinforces what we've said about you.
205.
Okay, so yes. Yep, 205 for all of it all.
Anybody
Yay.
else getting anything? Steve's getting the figure.
I'm
Anybody
probably
else
getting
getting
the
anything?
figure because I got to complete my team. I actually think the bike's cool, but I don't think I'm going to pay for that.
Oh, here's something we haven't seen in a while. Pull that up, Cody.
Oh, remember last week we were
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
oh my God, another Cliff Burton. Well, they're not done.
We almost have the ability to make a whole band of Cliff Burton.
Exactly.
Super 7 to Cliff Burton is like the radio with any Nickelback song. Enough.
I love
Cliff Burton.
I love me some Cliff Burton, but it's like, seriously? I mean, they're
If
milking
he
it.
was alive, he'd be like, stop.
I hope his family is making money off this.
They
Me
are.
too.
Yeah.
So this version is inspired by the fantasy superhero poster art by designer Juan Macado. So yeah, that's about it. He's got some like lightning and cool effects and shit.
So that's like an ultimate figure.
And he's got a Terminator head too for when he goes back after Sarah Connor.
Are those his rings? Those are his rings. Because he had like skull rings.
I don't think they're to scale.
No,
They're not going to fit on its
So
hand.
go on. I wonder if you could fit them on your pinky.
Pete, can you hand me Old Man Storm Shadow? I can't stand looking at it. Jesus Christ.
If you want to fix Squatty Potty Storm Shadow, that's on you.
You're never going to get away from me, Shepard. I had 3 knee surgeries.
All right.
People see this? Put that up. Yeah, I shouldn't get the toys. Give them to someone else.
Give them to someone that poses their figures like old men. Sound like Herbert.
Next we have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMNT Guru 8-inch resin art figure by Shogren. I think that's how you say that. It's a pre-order for what the fuck? For $60. We have this 8-inch resin figure. It's basically a 6-armed Ninja Turtle.
How much? How much did you just say?
$60.
What the hell?
8 inches.
How?
I don't know. But there it is. Apparently he's some sort of art guy or some shit. It pays tribute to the legendary Heroes in a Half Shell in the artist's signature Guru style. So if that's something you're into, you can get a 6-armed Ninja Turtle with all the weapons and pizza and ooze and shit in his hands and a T on his belt. It's for titties.
It's like a Hanukkah candle.
Right? A menorah.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Another vote for Jeremy.
Oh, well,
Super chat from Brian Brink.
I appreciate all the love.
Sorry for correcting you, Jeremy. You get my vote.
Oh, so apparently you just had a suck.
If I fuck up and you correct me and I go, oh, they're like, oh, he gets a vote. Pay attention, Steve. Then we also have these fucking things that are a crossover between Transformers and Ghostbusters. These are tiny little cars.
Hot Wheels.
Ish. Yeah, they're Jada Toys. They're 1/24 scale diecast vehicles. They're just basically, so you have the Ecto 1 given an Optimus Prime motif, while Optimus is tricked out, made to look like the white-walled Cadillac. Oh, and it has an Autobots logo on the side of there instead of the no ghost and stuff. So it's kind of fun. It doesn't transform, which
Oh my god. Doesn't transform. That makes you feel all good inside, though.
But they come with the green slime spatter on the
Yeah, that's important. We should.
Optimus.
I think that looks cool.
I think they look cool. Yeah, I'm not really into like the diecast thing. But
Yeah.
Sorry, Maverick had a shiner in there that I want to share. If I had a nickel for every time Super 7 made something dumb, I could afford Super 7.
Hey-o.
That's funny.
So The Ecto one is $20, and the Optimus Prime is $30. So there you go.
How big is that?
Well, I don't know what 124 scale.
I don't
is.
know either. I'm way too lazy to look it up.
Well,
Someone will know.
luckily
There's smarter people
I
in the
have
chat.
Go Ogle right here.
I'm not gonna take the time to explain.
124th. It's about 7 inches long.
Average.
Yeah.
Above average.
In this room, well above average.
Oh God, yes. At least 4 inches. Oh, this is well, this kind of falls into toy drama. So if there's any other toy news that you guys had,
Oh yeah, I got a ton of that I sent
So
Cody.
Travi, I saw there's a box in your I didn't know you got this.
I didn't either.
Good. Do you really have toy stuff?
No, I was being
Oh,
sarcastic.
okay. I was
King-
gonna say, that's
King
fucking
Grayskull showed up at my house, and I was like, "What the fuck's this?" And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, that means there's an attorney coming."
I had something show up on my door the other day too, and I went, "Oh, I got that."
He
Yeah.
shipped separate.
Yeah,
I didn't. know
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
I didn't get that.
They forgot you ordered it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
How many did you order?
Amo,
one?
we got a super chat from Emil Vickman.
Just one.
And he wasted his money because he voted for Steve.
You know what? I got to go all the way to Sweden to get a logical thinking person.
Yeah, well, I got votes from Australia and the UK. So eat a dick, I guess.
How could he not vote for
Who's
Steve?
your UK swing?
He has to vote for Steve.
He has to
Yeah,
vote for
he
Steve.
has to. I
Who
mean,
was your UK vote?
What?
Who was your UK vote?
What's my UK vote?
You don't even remember. It was John Caulfield.
John Caulfield.
Asshole.
Yeah. Actually, it's
I got Dick Jones.
Luxembourg, not UK. But he's originally from Ireland. That's what you find out about people when you actually talk to them,
Yeah,
Steve.
and I spent a whole fucking hour standing there talking to those guys the first night. Apparently, I'm at that.
Apparently it worked too because they voted for you. So
So,
Before-
is he
Go
really
ahead, buddy.
upset we called him antisocial?
no, let's
Can
do,
he really? Let's
let's
call
do the toy
Jeremy
drama first.
bearded.
That's
Jeremy sits here and goes, "What do you mean I've got a beard? Why'd you call me a beard guy?"
Because when I'm social, it actually means something. It's not just fly by night like you fuckers. Say hi to everybody like a
Like a decent
a
human
nice
being.
person?
Yeah, that's
like a
crazy.
jack in the box. I just walk up. Huh? I'm gonna go, and I'm like over there having real meaningful conversations.
Jeremy and I are more like those big inflatable flailing arm men than we are Jack in the Box, but whatever.
Can I tell you about one of my favorite Steve being out there being real with people?
please do.
The first show we went to, no, the second show we went to, Legion's Con. We've never been, get there, by the way. Me and Steve are standing there and talking with this this female fan. And
I didn't know which one he was gonna say, but I think I know now.
she walks away and Steve goes, he looks at me and he goes, "So does she work here or something?" That's a hotel.
Steve is
She's literally wearing a Mythic Legion shirt.
Oh, I believe it was Savage Crucible.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Steve is
No, it
always
was Mythic Legion.
Steve has always had a knack for
Somebody
that.
else. I'm thinking of
Like when he talked to the creator of Sabine about how he hated Sabine at a show. Good dude. Solid. I'm not a big fan of Sabine. I created Sabine.
That
Well,
Coco almost came out my
it
nose.
wasn't happy. I created Sabine. I created Sabine, and I love that character. I was like, "Oh, you're fucking dumb."
Curtis says, "I miss Steven having his back to the camera."
Well, you're gonna get it again, there, buddy. Done making this figure look.
So, toy drama.
Yeah, let's do this.
So I don't know if anybody's heard, but attorney has started showing up on people's doorsteps, and this is a picture of mine. Bless you, sir.
Thank you. That was
Um,
weird. I got him.
Massive box.
Whoa,
That's a
huge.
giant box. It's up to my tits.
Huge.
Which, to be fair, are down to my
Oh,
ankles right now. But
this is yours.
yeah, that's mine.
Fuck.
That's and now
It's wrinkled like a fucking chicken in a nursing home.
Yeah,
man.
it looks like
I will tell
It
everyone
got mushed this way,
my
Jared.
shipping box was fine.
really.
This is the inside, obviously.
So they put
So
this in a box and sent it
This
to
was
you,
in a
knowing it
box
looked
with
like
some
that.
like cardboard corner covers, but nothing between the box and the box,
Yeah.
other than those like
in
corner.
a flimsy box.
And the
Yeah.
box is not very thick.
Yes.
It's it actually, like, the whole cover doesn't like, come off, it just kind of lifts up. Pretty thin in itself, but so was the shipping box.
The
as I
shipping
said.
box is ridiculously
Um,
thin.
So these are pictures of mine, and then if we keep going, there's actually pictures of other people's.
This is still yours.
Yeah, that's mine.
So if the
That's
outside
mine.
box, so if the outside box, I'm just trying to do logic here. I know people aren't going to follow, but if
Such
if the
why
outside
don't
box
people
is
vote for me as I insult all of
the
them?
outside box is not damaged at all, then this had to have been damaged before it was put into the outside box.
Which is what I said a minute
You
and a
would
half ago.
think?
Thanks for paying attention, though.
You would think. I'm not sure how all this works, but the thing is, other people's shipping boxes have also been pretty damaged, causing problems to some of the stuff. Not only the box on the inside, but some people have had their pieces of their playset cracked, which I haven't checked mine yet. So fingers crossed, it's all right. This one is not mine. This is somebody else's. This is all the rave right now in fucking Masters of the Universe.
Do we know
groups.
how many of these were sold?
Under 10,000.
Curtis.
That's all I could. That's all I know. Like, they didn't
vaguely
reach
not
a
helpful.
certain amount to make the Keklar figure.
And they didn't make that. So
Right.
we do know there was under 10,000 units made,
Mhm.
which is wild. Like there's only,
It's a limited amount. It's
Yeah.
not like they have like extra boxes just chilling to like. And
No.
people are like, send me a new box. Yeah, good luck. That'll get fucked too.
yeah.
Yeah, this is somebody else's. There's somebody's shipping box.
Oh, a big hole right in the damn
Yeah,
side
just-
of it.
And they can say, "Oh, FedEx blows," and maybe, but also if this was packed better or in a thicker
Yes,
box, you
yes.
could toss it around and it'd be okay. Because the inside was packed really like nice and tight and
Yeah.
everything, but
But
not
they put zero effort in actually with the shipping aspect. of
yeah,
it.
this box, like even the tape on it, I didn't have to cut the tape. I just went and it popped right open. So whatever they're doing is not very smart.
So to give you an example too, like I mean, comparing it like to HasLab.
to the his tank.
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit, that was like Fort Knox.
And they put in the corner
The
like the
plastic
hard plastic
corners,
corner
corners.
protectors.
Yes, they did that with Snake Mountain and shit too.
But not this.
Well, that was
Oh,
Super
that was
7.
Super
was Super
7.
7.
Yes.
They gave a shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like that's somebody else's too.
Well, even
Just-
this Poxxus wave,
Mhm.
all in. It came in. They their boxes are thick. Another box inside that box with these then inside that. Like
Yeah.
I mean, just packed. So
And I get, there are some people who don't give a fuck about the box, and that's fine. But you know what? For $650 shipped to your fucking house, look at that
man,
hole right in the actual box too.
now I gotta open
It almost
them.
looks like the truck was deep enough to be 10 deep and they put 11 in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it all appears to be the same type of accordion damage. Like it got
Mhm.
like one whole shipment got pushed in and shouldn't have,
Yep.
or something.
At this point, it's rare to find ones that aren't
I haven't
crushed.
opened it. The outside box is a little beat up, but not something that I was like, oh god, I gotta open this.
Yeah,
and
but
make sure.
Jeremy's is fucked and the outside box isn't
So
beat
that's
up.
why-
Right? Yours
that's why I'm
Right.
because I'm selling it. So I was actually just gonna keep it sealed in the shipper, and take it to shows like that, and then if it doesn't sell, I usually cut it open and then I'll set it up because then it's flashier. And
Yeah.
but man, like this, I'm looking at that going, and
Yeah.
Curtis is in the chat talking about how like why would you even keep it in the box? Blah blah blah.
Well,
I totally understand what you're saying, Curtis. That shit don't matter. If you pay that much money for something, your expectation is it's going to come. And we all understand shit happens.
Mhm.
But like,
this is a
You-
consistent problem.
You pay $1,000 for an escort, right? Doesn't matter how good the pussy is. If it looks like a piece of shit, you're not going to want to fuck it.
Mhm.
Sounds like a lot of people.
I mean, plus, and that's beautiful fucking artwork on the front, and it's fucked.
I would
And
pay.
I mean, granted, it comes with a poster.
It's not a quality control thing either. It's literally a packaging
Mhm.
situation.
Mhm.
This is what it is. It's how you guys packaged it.
And of course, people are like, emailing Mattel and all this. I mean, they're wasting their time.
Yeah.
Mattel is going to go, fuck you, we got your money. It doesn't matter. And they're probably not going to publicly address it, I would assume. And I mean,
And everybody's still going to buy the next thing that they sell for $650.
And all I
So
could say
why
is,
would Mattel address it?
hopefully they saw this one and went, oh, all right, maybe the next time we do something, we put a thicker box or something. But
They saw it all when they put your toy in the box.
Well, the other side of that, there will be nothing else this big, right?
Curtis says, did you try heating up the shipping box before you pulled it out?
that's a good point.
I mean, nothing is going to be bigger than Eternia. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If they might do a Fright Zone down the road or
Maybe,
something
yeah,
like
but
that.
I think this was kind of
Yeah. This was the big one.
pretty rough. So this leads into toy drama perfectly. Right here in Masters of the Universe Origins fans from Sada Rima. If Mattel cared about the fans and wanted to make it right for all the smashed boxes, they would send all backers a Keklar figure instead of telling backers to send their set back for a refund and the possibility, not happening, that they will send a new one. We were only 700 away from getting Keklar anyway at 10,000, and that seems like fair compensation for the debacle. Note, I don't think Mattel would do this, but they should. Do you agree with this idea, or would you rather send your damaged set back? Now, this post is kind of dumb, and no sort of offense to this guy. I mean, obviously, they're not going to fucking do that. They're not going to go and make a bunch of Keklar figures and send them out for free for people who have damaged boxes. But it did lead into conversation about people bitching about said boxes. Specifically, this guy, who I won't show. But this guy was kind of a penis.
Why does he look familiar?
I don't know. He's in. Oh yeah. It's so here's a response meme that you just had up there. That somebody made a Kleenex man size for people bitching and complaining, which is funny. I mean, it's all over the place, so it is kind of funny, and people are sick of hearing it. But it's legit. So this leads into some toy drama, which I took hours to compile because I'm stupid and it's only going to take about 5 minutes. But
This is what happens in the woods behind Steve's
what is
parents'
that?
house.
Does Steve have a child?
He did.
Yeah,
Is it a tree?
I told you there's a tree that grows where I buried I like it.
It's like in Mortal Kombat 2. Those trees are like in the
No,
background.
Thank you to
It'll-
Nate Strong.
the mouth will open just
Yeah,
a little
just
bit.
A little bit.
You're not going to get somebody thrown in there, but you could put
Yeah.
something in
It'll
there if
go,
you want.
So
Been a while since I've seen my son.
Nicholas Weissel, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this guy, he's pretty upset. He says, "You're crying over a box. Stop it and grow up."
Stop it.
And I said, and then there's people crying over someone crying over a box. Stop it and grow up. Boom, roasted.
Suck a butt.
And he said, I wasn't crying though. So your third grade comeback falls flat. I haven't inundated this group with poor me, boo-hoo, my Eternia box was damaged posts. Y'all are the only ones getting salty for my simply telling y'all to man up. This is Steve, by the way. Steve is actually this guy. I said, it's okay, Buckaroo. Cheer up. Sunny days ahead. Jason Herndon comes in and says, piss off, dude. To which Nicholas says, bro, you want to be English so bad you actually type out piss off. LOL. What? I said, he roasted you with his third grade comeback. Boom. Jason says, it blocked fuck off. So this is what you got. Now, fuck off. And Nicholas says, LOL. Wow, you really are that soft and defensive about box damage, clown. Jason says, not defensive about a box, you ass. This is getting heated.
Whoa.
I'm defensive about assholes like you trying to tell me and hundreds of others how we should collect and what kind of expectations we should have. I didn't do it to you. You don't have the right to do it to me. And since you did, you can fuck right off. You're the clown. To which Jalen Matt comes in and says, Nicholas, why so? Why so hostile? Nicholas says, I'm not hostile, just speaking some truth. And I said, speaking truth with hostility. Keeps going. He says to me, if you're weak enough to consider my comments hostile, it says more about you, bud. I simply stated stop crying about box damage. There was nothing hostile in that. Now, if you're a soft little buttercup who's offended by everything somebody says that isn't positive words of affirmation, was this you? Then maybe it bothers you that deeply. I said, dang, my bad. I didn't know I was talking to a real man's man. Let my weak, soft, always offended buttercuppy self really assess the situation and let it sink in here. Okay.
And Steve comes back and says, won't you be my neighbor?
I said, okay, I'm in the presence of a true dude bro. I should always be respectful to the dude bro. My apologies, sir. Please find it in your heart to forgive this total super wuss. I saw you attacking one of my peers, and I tried to act like He-Man and stick up for him. I was wrong. Nicholas comes back. What do you think he says? Being a man is not being a dude bro. LOL. It starts with not crying about damage to a box. Since you don't know what you may want to do some research on what it takes to be a man. Not my job to define it or for you or educate you. That was your daddy's job. Oh. I said, I don't need to do research. You're here to educate me, dude, bro. And I've actually been looking for a daddy since mine offed himself in 85. Tag, you're it, you real man, you. He didn't like that. Mike Burt comes in. Yeah, this keeps going, guys. Mike Burt says, these broke losers punking you to Nicholas. Nicholas says, huh? What are you talking about? If you're referring to the Facebook comments, that would be a no. Maybe you feel punked by Facebook comments. I don't. Ain't a man alive that could punk me. Oh, so definitely not going to be hurt by your social media comments. I said, sounds like something that someone who got punked would say. Ooh. And he says, sounds like another weak comeback diss that doesn't hit like you think it does. But here you are, just trying and failing constantly. Good luck to you, bud. I said, are you still responding to me? Then I'm pretty sure it's successfully hitting exactly like I thought it would.
Every time Steve gets mad, I'm going to call him dude bro.
Dude bro. Well then, folks, do you think this ends here? No, because Will Lewis Harris comes in and says, I don't get why people are getting all uppity about boxes being bent up. Well, Jason comes in and says, because it's part of the collectible item purchased. Will says, it's just a box. Jason says, no, sir, it's not. It's common sense that it's not just a box. I mean, it's kind of just a box, but and collecting boxes are just as important. Try buying an original Eternia sealed in the box versus out of the box and tell me that it's just a box. That's the most absurd thing to say in a collecting group. I would challenge that, but I appreciate your moxie, sir. Will says it's just a box. Something to get your thing in and pretty much toss. I do collect, but they aren't sitting in boxes. Jason says, well, millions of people do collect items in boxes. I'm not some anomaly. Just because you don't do it doesn't mean others don't. Mint in box is a real thing. So no, it's not just a box. I'm 48 years old. I'm not playing with these things now. I'm putting them on display in their boxes. Ooh. This shit is fucking deep.
Lame. You want to let everybody know we're not going to have a show next week?
What?
Oh, we're all going to be sick.
Right.
Steve's over there coughing into his fucking hand and then touching everybody's figures.
Yeah, thanks. I can't miss work. Here I am.
He's really put out by this. The guy who constantly sucks snot into the mic when he's sick every show.
That would be a great comment if I snotted on the figures we're all going to touch.
I didn't snot on the
Joe
figures.
Vassapolo from the Horseman jumped in. He says, hey, I'm awake. What did I miss? Curtis immediately advised him, not much, just Steve pouting. So,
finishing up.
You're being real bitch today.
No one's listening anymore.
I'm just going to keep doing it. Jason says, I've never in my life seen people in a collecting group not understand this. Nicholas, the ever wonderful man that he is, says, it's not about understanding, you clown. The OG Eternia's value is 10 times the value or more, whether in box or out of box or a damaged box.
okay, that thing is never going to be worth $6,500.
Never. This new Eternia's market value has almost doubled since its release and will continue to go up over the next 20 to 30 years. So whether your box is damaged or not doesn't change that you make money on the item if you sell it in the future. That's good news for you, buddy. Good news for you.
Except for your fucking whole place that is shattered inside there.
Jason says, you're impossible. Everyone knows that the better condition your box is on any collectible, the more value it will have. If I have a dead mint vintage Eternia box versus a roached out one, I'm going to get more money for the mint one. Common sense, which you seem to be sorely lacking. And they keep going back. And then in the end, I just say, Jason, this is what it's like arguing with someone who loves the taste of their own seed. And that is that.
Wow, that's the closer.
That's the closer. And they started taking off all the comments, and I couldn't snap them quick enough. But there you go.
That does not sound like a very He-Man kind of conversation.
It's not.
That is the epitome of a He-Man conversation.
It is.
Christopher Kelly says nothing shows how little we have evolved as a species, like diehard He-Man fans arguing online about a box.
Well, you could say He-Man fans. Let's just say toy collectors, because they do it in every single group. And anything.
Yeah,
like
no,
this
we're gonna say
happens.
He-Man fans.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's selling.
Yeah, Cody has pulled up the
1,500 damn
eBay.
near.
Yep, the eBay listing, and looks like anywhere from $1,000 to $1,400 is what it's selling for. Complete, of course, with King Grayskull as well.
Curtis, by the way, I got to pay in payments. So S-my-D.
Wow, that's wild.
Yep. So yeah, and if you go in any He-Man groups right now, that's pretty
What
much
you're gonna
the
see.
conversation all over the place. So.
Yeah. King Grayskull selling just for
230 bucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
230.
pretty
Jeez,
good.
it's 300 even.
I'll sell you mine right now for
600.
Yeah, right here.
What would you sell it for? Actually,
600.
With King Grayskull.
King Grayskull
Oh,
or
just King Grayskull.
just King Grayskull?
Oh, you're talking about selling King Grayskull?
Yeah. For 600,
Just
yeah.
King Grayskull.
I won't be selling my Eternia. It'll probably end up replacing my vintage one because I'm never going to complete that motherfucker.
Your
So
box is fucked.
my box is fucked. So it's a defective product all around. I won't be able to enjoy it, but at least I'll know that I own it.
Yeah. Are you're gonna open it, set up everything? Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know fucking where, but
Yeah, I totally get that. It's huge.
My God, Maverick. Arby's has a better mint shake than the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's. Fuck off. Pretty good is not better, Cody.
Do you you got anything else there, buddy?
I'm done.
Okay. I sent some toy drama stuff to you there. Jeremy, it's up to you if you would like to read. I think I titled it even. I tried to do a good job here, Cody. I tried to be better. No problem. No rush here.
We're not live. Take your sweet fucking time.
Not those. These are just the couple memes that I want to show. Oh, sorry. The one that says toy news. No.
Toy drama enough.
Oh, yeah. It is that for some reason that's showing up on it. Nope.
Not
the
for
toy
some
drama.
reason.
There
You sent the
you go.
pictures and then sent the label.
Can't you see it?
Oh, why aren't you? I'm pointing right at it. Cody. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So not that we need to beat this up, but I just want to get you guys' take on this. This was
An
a
interesting one.
hot topic in our support group even, and this is Fresh Monkey Fictions. What is this line called? It's called
World of Eagle Force.
The Blade Cuts Both Ways. And as part of the World of Eagle Force rebrand, we are moving to new box packaging. Here are some production samples from the Blade Cuts Both Ways line. You could still pre-order these on Big Bad Toy Center under the Eagle Force brand. So we got some art here. I did not grab bigger pictures of these, but I just thought you guys would be able to, kind of grasp what we got
I
here.
saw these. Now, everyone's saying this is AI art, but I want to know how they know that.
I think it has been confirmed.
Okay.
Yes,
I hadn't seen anywhere where people are like, I know it is because of this reason.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look at it and go, yeah, I mean, AI probably could do that, except all the fingers on them are fine.
I think AI is moving past the finger issues now.
Well,
They've learned.
Probably the shit you pay for.
Oh, yes, yes.
The free stuff's like
The
8
big different
fingers on one hand.
No problem. Yeah. So what do you guys think about this? You guys got opinions?
Oh, I got opinions. I just don't know. I don't know.
Your opinions.
Well, because we need. I think it's taken away work from an artist. Which obviously I want to support artists because artists are fucking awesome. You know, I couldn't imagine if Nate Barch got replaced by AI. That'd be fucking stupid.
Yep.
But I guess from a company's perspective, they're like, we can just fucking type in some prompts and boom, we have new art and we don't have to pay anybody. I could see why they would do that, but I don't like it.
It's not like the toys are kids.
Maybe make yourself more irreplaceable. Maybe that's your fault.
I don't think that
If your whole career hinges on being replaced by some fat guy like me going, making a picture of a guy fighting a guy. And then bam, I'm as good as everybody else in the world.
it's like putting in those self-checkout lines.
No, there'll be a crash with AI. The real artists will survive, in my opinion. I hope that they survive.
Well, and hopefully some companies will like, retain some of that integrity
Right.
they might have had and been
absolutely.
like, no, dude,
Absolutely.
we're gonna keep some artists on board here. But
Why would they though?
okay, they're devil's advocate. There's a chance that they don't have to, but
And I'm not saying Nate Barch is not getting replaced.
Fuck no.
Yes, what he's creating is amazing, and I'm not. I just look at this kind of stuff and go, this is the way the world works, right? I mean, like you said, putting in the robot lanes at self checkout, and this is where we're headed, right? And I know you don't got to like it or anything like that, but what are we gonna do?
it's kind of something you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
One 6-shooter says, yeah, until there are firefighting robots. There are.
Boom.
There are firefighting robots. There are things that look like frisbees that you throw into a room that's on fire and it explodes, releases
throws?
dry chem.
Who throws?
What?
Who throws?
Anybody who has the capability of throwing could, in theory, throw.
So you still need a guy.
If you
to throw
didn't
it.
have arms,
Is the robot throwing it?
what?
Is the robot throwing?
No, what I'm saying is there is a robot firefighting option, comma, there is also an option. So instead of needing 10 guys to put out a house fire, you throw a disc in there and it explodes and it puts the fire out. Insurance companies love it. Firefighters hate it.
I can imagine.
And realistically, before all the artists start to get super soft about being replaced, I work in one of the very few industries that is actively, through inspection and code enforcement and education, trying to not have a job. So if we truly didn't want to lose our jobs, we wouldn't preach smoke detectors. We go, no, yeah, turkey fryer in the kitchen. Let's do that. You know what I mean? You should sleep with candles. No, there's only 2 holes in the wall, but if you put these extenders in there, you can plug it all in.
Light a cigarette and shoot up.
Right. So, but no, the AI, and I've been pretty boisterous in the past about AI. I like real people. I like real talent. I like real creativity. Now, I will tell you that AI will give, while it threatens one type of artist, it may assist other types of artists. For instance, I write a novel, which will never get finished, and everybody be like, hey, whatever happened to your novel? And I'd be like, fuck you all, because that's my relationship with our fans, and they still manage to like me better than Steve. But doing a book, and they can't afford $5,000 for somebody to draw their cover, so they can do an AI cover for their book, The part that I'm always going to be upset about with AI is, where does that come from? It has to be pulled from somebody else's intellectual property, as far as I'm concerned, and that's stealing.
Yeah, the stealing aspect of it.
And even if that one cover draws 1 pixel from 10,000 other people's art, that's still stealing. Now I'm not going to go all Lars Ulrich, you know what I mean, and talk about pirating and shit, because he was just being a whiny bitch. But
Lars was right.
AI potentially has a real damaging effect on artists, and that sucks.
Yeah, and that is the hard part about the whole thing. It's obviously going to take people's jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool tool to have, but yeah, when He's putting in stuff right now. Can you create some Mythic Legion's character art for me? Boom. It's got a character.
But it don't look anything like Nate Barchart.
Nope.
Pretty sick though.
I mean, yeah, it looks good,
But the other side of things though is what do we love about Nate Barch's art? Is it's Nate Barch's.
Yeah.
Nate
It's got
Barch
his
is
personality. in
yeah,
it.
you have to Nate Barch
I
has to
wonder
create
when the
that.
technology will come to a point when you can say, create me some Mythic Legion's art in Nate Barch's style.
Try
And
that.
you know, look up Nate Barch's style and, you know,
It's spelled wrong.
BAERTC.
There's 3 E's, 2 A's, an S and a T and a C and an H.
or like,
Or is it SCH? BAERT. Fucking, I don't know.
SCH, yes.
SCH?
BAERTSCH
is 4 consonants in a row.
Yeah.
There you go. Can you create the image but in Nate Barch style? This would be fucked if it does a good job.
I hope
It'll
not.
take a second. So you
I
Okay,
hope not.
All right. Yeah, I know. I'll be.
Can't do a good job.
There's no way it does what Nate Barch can do.
But the thing is what will things be capable of in 15, 20 years?
Yeah.
And then the thing is like, so do we lose the human touch in all of our arts? So do we start doing we're gonna write poetry now, we're gonna write novels, we're gonna write we're gonna be
Songs.
filling our heads
That's already happening.
with computer generated shit.
Shit, George
Right?
Carlin's got a new special.
The Beatles
He's
just
dead.
released a song.
He's been dead forever,
But
and it sounds like him, sort of.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucked.
yeah, but
Oh, man.
the other no, not even close.
Nope, it tried, but
It
fuck
tried,
that.
but
You
it
can't
failed.
emulate the fucking.
You
the
can't
man.
not the master.
Nope.
Not the master.
It does look amazing.
It does look cool, but
But look at what happened. Remember, so we talk about Napster and Lars Ulrich back in the early 2000s. When's the last time you bought a CD, Jeremy? Never mind, you're a bad example. Travis, when's the last time you bought a CD?
but even being
Oh, fuck.
even being a guy that
20
does
years ago.
Even then,
collect
he stole
physical
them.
media, I mean, I got the latest Metallica, but before then it was probably the last latest Metallica.
Right.
So I mean,
Cody, have you ever bought a CD?
Oh, like back in the day, like Creed or something.
You would.
With her.
Well, I just heard
Yeah.
the news today.
I think they're coming to Grand Rapids.
They are.
3
And
doors
fucking,
down.
how does 3 Doors Down open for Creed?
That is kind of weird to me, too.
Jesus, that's like Steve headlining my comedy tour. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
You want to get people in the door?
Will you put into chat GPT, Cody? Will you please put buff hot tub pics of the "My Wife Is Going to Kill Me" podcast hosts?
Oh, God.
oh fuck.
That ain't going to bring anything.
No, but
Yeah, it's not.
Oh well, fire! Then don't even try. Fuck it. Sorry, Jade. I know you're a loyal fan, but Cody says "fuck you."
yeah. I don't know. It's a weird world out there.
Yeah,
Computers and robots are taking over. Which we've been warned, even though it was in movie form.
Skynet.
I'm telling you, we joke about it, but holy fuck, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're gonna have fucking robots in the fucking streets.
We are gonna have robots.
You're not gonna have a job. You're not gonna have a job. I'm not. I'm definitely not gonna have a fucking job. Steve might have a job. They can't get wet. They're robots.
Yeah, because Steve is irreplaceable.
I'm not irreplaceable.
I don't know. I do understand where this is very concerning for an artist,
Mhm.
an aspiring artist, even more. I would be like, what the crap? Like,
Mhm.
and that part is terrifying. Cody made a great point when we brought it up right from the beginning of this. He said, it's not like they're going to put the money back into the toys,
Right. Yeah.
which is like, you know,
And once again, just complaining about, coming off of a big complaint about, some people saying fuck boxes.
yeah.
I mean, what does it fucking matter then? You're just
Joe,
gonna
Joe
the box away?
Vassapolo says that's right up there with 4 Horsemen branded tubes of glue.
There you go.
That's why I want to hug Joe Vassapolo every day.
He's an attractive man.
Yeah. I think this will be something that we'll obviously be talking about for years. I mean,
yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty steady conversation.
it's not going away.
No.
All right.
One of the things I will tell you that for like a description of a place,
mhm.
hey, Chat GPT, give me a description of, and then it gives you this awesome, vibrant way that you can read out loud to describe where you're at, like in D&D,
Oh, okay.
like a geographical area.
Yeah.
And that stuff that's super useful.
Yeah.
But that's not taking anything away from anyone.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, there definitely is ways to do this. Okay, next, Jeremy, I sent you a thing. Would you be willing to read this? I don't know if you did get a chance to read
You
it.
sent
or
me
not.
something? Where?
I thought I'm Messenger. Is it not there?
I don't see shit. You sure you got
Dang it.
the right Jeremy?
No. Oh God, I hope so. Sometimes when I
There's more than one out there.
And
You're
by the
definitely not
way, for anybody on the YouTube, if you're not interested in paying attention to anything that we're doing, feel free to engage in Maverick's conversation about Acme and the Coyote, because that's directly related to what we're doing. Thanks, Mav.
I'll just read this.
All right, go ahead. buddy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
G.I. Joe Uncensored. Mike Brady posted, any of the pores make an aircraft carrier with plywood and cardboard? Please show us. I need something to laugh about.
Oh, that's a little rough. Is that classism right there?
There's a lot of
The pores?
the pores.
The pores.
I will admit, anytime I see the pores road, I do laugh. Okay.
I've never heard that term.
Is that could be a not so thinly veiled racist fucking comment too.
Where the pores comes from is
Pour me a drink.
they feel like the people who cry about you know what, I'll read the comments.
Okay,
here. Yeah. Jesse Dostal gets in and says, maybe you should go back to sniffing swing seats. How maybe your dad will buy you another used toddler.
What? Wow. That went from zero to dark.
Let me
Yeah,
let me tell you, you dropped the pores line.
Okay. So
The pores get offended.
I can't believe that you asked me about my plywood flag, you pedophile. That does not seem to be an appropriate reaction to that.
No, but it's a common one.
Hector Villagrana says, you're laughing at imagination and creativity. You're weird.
I agree with that.
So then people started sharing some pictures, of their flags,
Their homemade one.
of their homemade ones. Yeah.
It's actually kind of. I didn't know this was it's fun.
Ah,
How
I
can it
think
not
we've
be?
all
It's 7
kinda-
feet long. You know,
Yeah.
damn.
No,
People
I-
make shit out of fucking bathroom foam.
I just didn't. I'm not huge in the GI Joe group, so I didn't know people made them.
Well, I hate to say this. There is a lot of people, I would say, did the flag like, on their own.
Picture of Steve from Chat GPT.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
That's pretty good.
He's like,
That's pretty good.
I just realized in this moment that Steve is built like Wreck-It Ralph.
What do you think, Steve?
Nobody fucks with Wreck-It Ralph.
Hey, did you see that bra? Wreck It, Steve.
Hopefully that we'll get that posted somewhere where you can see it. Okay. So moving on from there, the pores, of course, got a little
Offended?
a little offended. Nothing too
pores.
horrible.
I don't want to.
Okay, Cody. Next one I sent you.
Spicy cheese.
I always called myself a dirty, not a poor.
Okay, so this one is interesting, and this is in G.I. Joe Uncensored. Dick Jones tag minute. Thank you very much, Dick. All right, Martin Agotenez.
Yeah, you got this. Is right.
Yep.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. I did a trade with Dustin Baker back in late September.
Uh-oh.
You guys need to hang with me for this one. There's some details to this. Okay.
I like details.
We agreed that I'd trade my AFA 85 G.I. Joe bazooka.
Mhm.
This is that picture. Yep. For 2 black hole Italian men on cards. You can show the next one as well.
Italian men on cards.
Italian
With black holes.
2 Dustin had no comps and said that he'd put a value of 100 to 150 to 200 per minute on card. I considered him a friend at the time, so I trusted his judgment. So we agreed to $175 on each, so $350 for both. I put a value of $400 on my Joe Mint on card, so he threw in $50. In early November, those two Mint on cards I traded with Dustin came up on eBay. Both graded. AFA 70 Ernest Borgen sold for $22, and the AFA 60 sold for $36. I contacted Dustin telling about these two sold eBay comps. He told me that he had an infection and that he found talking difficult. So I said, okay, I'll wait for you to get better, and then we'll talk about our deal.
Oh boy.
Late December comes in, and I wanted to talk about our deal that you put a value that was much higher than what they're really worth. I put forward that I would return the two figures, and that ups to $350 in trade. I left him a voice message, and a day later he replied, I suffer from depression. So I told him that I wanted him to write out his response. So he did. You can see the pics. Pretty much he said that he valued those two Mint on cards fairly, that the description used in the auctions weren't accurate. Yes, they were accurate.
Oh, so before you continue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, we put a value on our figures. We figured it out monetarily. We made the trade.
Yes.
He then finds a comp on eBay and now wants to go back.
A month later.
OP's the asshole. I'm just putting it
Yep.
out there. So continue.
They were described perfectly. The trade was done under false pretenses. That these two items were valued correctly, but these two figures were overvalued. I talked to many Joe Bros over the last couple of days, and many say Dustin is shady and tries to get items dirt cheap while putting value on his items more than they're actually worth. One even told me that Dustin traded him defective items and never fixed the problem afterwards. You might say, why did I wait so long to post this? One,
Because I'm a piece of shit.
at the time, I considered him a friend. Two, when I found the comps and told him he was fighting an infection, so I gave him time. And three, like I mentioned, I suffer from depression, and I didn't want to post this because of how social media works. Harassment and bullying. It's time to put it out there. Joe Group should be about collecting and trading, not taking advantage of one's friendship. I thought and rip someone off. If you have a similar situation with Dustin or anyone else, please comment. This needs to stop.
He's got depression, so I want to try to bully him into starting a shotgun over the fact that I'm an asshole and didn't know because I was an irresponsible buyer.
You even posted Dustin's profile picture.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Admin should have fucking that's immediately deletable by admin.
So they both agreed on it.
Yep.
And then he's upset later on.
And
I get being upset.
the dude even threw money in.
Dustin, he even then screenshots Dustin's reply to him in their private chat and puts that on there. Dustin said, hey, buddy, I'm sorry to hear that you're struggling. I also suffer from anxiety and depression, so I understand how you're feeling. As far as the trade goes, as I mentioned before, I feel like our deal was mutually agreed upon and that you accepted the values. I told you that I thought what I thought they were worth. I don't feel that it's fair that you're using a one-time sold comp as a basis that you feel these items are worth. Thus, I feel strongly that I need to stand firm on the initial trade. I feel our trade value was fairly done. I understand this is probably not what you want to hear, but please know that I am not trying to upset you or hurt our friendship. However, I understand if you don't want to be friends anymore. I will always be here if you need me.
Great answer.
I mean,
he thought that's what they were worth.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you said, okay, I trust you. I believe you. You could have done your own research then. Why are you doing your research a month later?
He wasn't doing research
Just
a month
happened
later.
to cross
He
them?
happened to cross or was looking for more to complete the set, and those popped up. At the end of the day, that is the risk that you run if you want to deal in rare items. We are 4 dudes that have been on a toy podcast for the better part of a decade. And while we're not the smartest people in the world, there's not a lot of toys out there that we're unaware of.
Mhm.
Did any one of you motherfuckers know what Black Hole was?
I know what it is.
I think I've
but
heard
I don't
of it,
know.
but I didn't know anything
Okay.
about it.
Right.
It's like predates Star Wars stuff.
Right. So at the end of the day, if you have something that's so it's no different than the people when people are upset on Pawn Stars. There's one of these things in existence. There's one football like this that has a signature that may or may not be. It looks like it. If you don't have comps, then there's risk involved.
And there's a chance that the ones that were sold on eBay, the people got a fucking killer deal.
Or the other side of it, and on the flip side, when they're big price, my buddy Trav's out there helping me out, fucking bump that sale up. You know?
Oh, if I'm the first time I get online and try to sell something, the first time, or even in the first 5 times, if the thing is valued $200, people are going to look and go, "This dude has never sold anything."
Right.
And they're not going to bid $200, and my item might sell for $100, or it might sell for $50.
Right.
There's a lot of factors that go into selling online.
You buy a lot of figures, and those two things pop out of there. There's nothing on eBay. What do you put those for in your booth? Not 150 a piece or 175.
Yeah.
That could have been somebody doing that.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you do for a living? I clean out houses when people get evicted. They found those. They get to keep what they find. And they were like, yeah, guess what? I made $50 on something I spent $0 on. That sale was a huge win for them. And one comp doesn't mean shit.
And you are dead right on that. If you get online and you look up whatever your favorite toy is, whatever you're looking for, you look at completed sales, every once in a while, you'll see something that sells for 50% off. It's a buy it now. The person posted it.
Had no idea what they had.
Or didn't even give a fuck.
Yeah, or didn't care.
They're like, I paid $50 for it, so if I get $50, great.
Good.
It sells for $150.
Yep.
You know, that happens
Not like
all
it's
the time.
a retail fucking price at this point. It's like, fuck you, though. But he said it very nice and
He was
polite.
very
He's like, I'll
nice
still
about
be
it.
your friend, but I know you don't want it.
What was wild, some of the comments in there, as you could imagine. Dude, you posted this in G.I. Joe Uncensored. Delete this post right now because you are about to get drugged.
Hit with your depression and shit.
Oh,
You know
my
what it's going to be
God.
like putting this. Maybe you should fuck off right now because you're about to get shit on.
Great example. I ordered some jewelry online, and I got a 10-pack of rings for $9. All various shapes and sizes, whole variety. I get them, and the gauge is right, but the diameter is wrong. They're too small. Okay. So out and about yesterday, I swing by Spencer's to see if they've got one that's in bigger diameter, one I can visualize because I don't know metric.
Yep.
These were 10 millimeter. I assumed they were bigger. They weren't. Okay. So I get in there. It was a 2-pack, one red, one black in the diameter I wanted, $29.99. I don't get to go in there, buy those 2 rings for $29.99, and then get pissed that I found a 10-pack of them for $8 on Amazon.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's not a thing, man.
Yeah.
You could be like, oh, fuck. But
right.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, y'all.
We've all overpaid too. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
You've also
and undersold.
How many times have you actually had a guy can needle you down and barter, only to then later in the show see that product you sold in his fucking booth?
Oh yeah.
For $50 more than he paid.
Look at what happened to me at PowerCon.
Yeah, where you promised to buy something and then tried to go back on it because you don't know how to read price tags. That was unfortunate.
The guy bought a piece for me and swore it was for his personal collection. And then I walked by the guy. I didn't know he was from another booth. I walked by the guy 15 minutes later, and he's got mine that he just bought next to 2 he already owned sitting in.
Yep.
Yes.
Price. Oh.
But this is my personal collection.
I bring it here, I purposefully raised the price so it doesn't sell.
Yes.
Yeah. He got me to come down 100 or 2 because I have a soft heart. That's why.
Which you learned from Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Rogers really did me good there, huh?
My favorite is your Justin story.
Which one?
Doesn't everybody have a Justin story?
I think we were at the homeschool building one time, and Justin had the Castle Grayskull like Lego Megover, not Mego. What was Mega Blocks version?
I think you're thinking of Terradrome, right?
Oh, the Terradrome. Yes.
Yes. We're talking.
I missed that whole thing because I was babysitting his kids.
How'd that go again? He gave you a screaming deal.
He gave me a screaming deal on the Terradrome, which I had one time. I wasn't too available anymore, and I was like, okay, so I paid like $100 for it.
Yes.
I think. and then like at the show, and then I think Joe Crazy Bill came up to me and goes, "Hey, you know those are on sale at maybe Amazon. I don't know. Let's say it was Amazon. Hey, you know those are on sale on Amazon for $50 right now." Nope.
That was after you already purchased it, though.
Yep.
See, I almost made a deal with Justin one day, but then I went.
And you
and
remembered
checked,
he was
I
Justin?
checked eBay and went, "Yeah, man, those are selling for a lot." Actually, I could buy them. I could buy them brand new on like Target.com or some shit. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he actually dropped the price a significant amount. So
Yeah.
that was rare.
Well, that's what happens when you get caught. You know?
He's like, "Oh, you got me."
Hey, do you know how fast you were going? Yeah, I was doing 75, officer. I was. Because you hit me with your radar gun. You're asking me a question that you already know the answer to. So I'm not going to be like 40.
Maybe. Yep.
Well, I run an oversized tire and I never reclock my speedo. So I typically run 6 to 7 miles an hour faster than I actually am. So I guess a lot. Here's your ticket, sir.
Cody, just a couple memes real quick. I want to just highlight.
Yeah, and make sure none of them are Francisco for not voting for you.
That's right. We got Maverick. He stepped up here. Step 1, have a shirt. Step 2, give people their shirt.
How to?
I don't get it.
Pete.
Nah. You couldn't even line up Pete underneath the how-to?
Come on, Maverick.
You know,
I don't have
it
shirts.
It doesn't matter because
Travis has shirts. So
it doesn't matter because all those
Good
people that are owed a shirt voted for Pete.
fucking Stephen Wayne Brady.
I like that guy.
I like Wayne Brady.
Yeah, I like Wayne Brady.
This harkens back to our last Patreon episode. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's definitely a good one.
Does Steven's head look a little small in that? I think they might have shrunk it down too much.
You know, Dominic does a real good job usually with his skills. I mean, much superior to Francisco's. So
Francisco's the OG.
Francisco is the OG.
Dominic has some good stuff though.
Yeah. All right. What the hell? I'll just show this real quick too. Just this falls a little bit more into like just cool ass shit out there that you see. The pit. A dude posted he was showing how he's a pour as well, and he created his own pit. Michael Carmel posted this G.I. Joe Classified Elite beneath the motor pool at Fort blah 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 is the pit. This is a result of a lifelong dream and year-long collaboration with Joe Wallner of Joe's Joes. 100% plastic, 48 inches by 24 by 60, weighs 24 pounds.
all 3D printed, I'm
All
sure.
3D
This
printed.
is like an underground facility.
In the
Yeah.
comics, that's how their base was.
Yep.
Okay.
How can somebody be called a poor when they're making stuff that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
It's not like this exists somewhere
No.
and he cheaped out and made his own.
Yeah, this is just amazing.
That's pretty sweet.
Same thing with the flag.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously this looks great.
Multiple levels.
And
Yeah.
they're
Looks like they got a dining area.
classified Joes.
And it's
Classified
50
Joes.
Yep.
scale.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of room above their heads too.
I dig
so-
it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's totally
Plus
cool.
a GI Joe logo on the side.
There's a vamp inside it.
Yeah.
But
Curtis Ackerman, he's finding his way on this podcast somehow.
Painted another thumbnail. Nice job.
This was a fun little custom that Curtis just put together that I saw that I'm like, man, this is just a great example of some stuff you can do with cosmics. And this is a slog that he did. Finished my Demarkian Beast custom. I did a full slog repaint from head to toe. This includes the Demarkian head sculpted by Mass Customs and sold through Wolf King
Demarkian.
Customs. What was that?
I think it's Demarkian
It's
because
like Walter DeMarco.
Like Walter DeMarco.
Demarkian.
I'm guessing.
Demarkian. Yeah.
Maybe there's-
Just super cool. And I just love that you take a figure like Slog and all of a sudden he looks completely different. That was just kind of fun.
what kind of creature is that?
looks like a space dog.
I would say a space dog too.
I thought it was a rabbit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool though.
Yeah, it's furry and fangy.
Pretty impressive.
It has
Curtis.
a robot eye.
All right. That's it for Toy News, Toy Drama.
I'd say good job to Curtis, but he's kind of pissing me off today.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Oh man.
These are Chat GPT. Why does he look like is it Spielberg? Or is it Lucas? I don't know which one. They're the same
look
guy
like
to me.
both of them.
It's a mix of them.
I'm just impressed that the computer knows about my hair.
Look at that.
That's fucking cool, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's badass.
You're surprised that the computer's aware of a pompadour? Oh,
Aware that I have that hair is a thing with me.
he typed the description of you, buddy.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I gave him a picture.
Oh,
Oh,
you did?
okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I
Use
don't
the
know how this.
picture for
I don't know how this
it.
shit works. I don't do it.
And then this is you as Mr. Rogers.
Steve is Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that's good.
Look at that. He's flat in front like Ken.
Can you say thank you?
It's pretty good.
Is there any truth to him being like a fucking badass?
Not
to
at
this
all.
deal?
Not at all.
No.
I assumed there wasn't.
No, he was like a
Put that into
pastor or something.
GPS.
Yeah, GPS.
Yeah,
Put that in your GPS. Hey, put that in your GPS and see where it takes us.
Mr. Rogers is a tattooed sniper.
We got a little bit of toy talk real quick. Do you wanna?
Depends what you want to do. I can save my stuff for next week, or we can just go right into these. Or...
I'd say that's totally up to you, Jeremy.
well, it's really up to you
I
guys.
say we go into these and see how much time we have left then when we're done.
Sounds good. And it begins. The review of the Poxxus Wave.
Jeremy, did you fart?
No, I don't think so.
Someone was asking about that flag.
Is that you?
Oh, Trav is back.
Back.
Guess who's
I
back?
don't know what they're asking about the clip
Back
for.
again. Trav is
clip.
back.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Coming
to
out
do.
his end.
Smell your friend.
What the fuck?
Silver Surfer's taking a tumble off Galactus.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
No, that the
Oh, that-
vampire just fell is what I watched.
Yeah,
happen.
so yeah, that's happening. Now.
Varg.
What the
Okay, well, there's something going on here. The
yeah,
air is
shit in his
air is getting thick.
No, Heidi's up there stomping around because she just realized you bought 14 Eternias with that box. What?
Mhm.
This?
Oh yeah, probably talking about. Oh okay. Flag flip on the stand.
I don't have an answer.
Oh, I wonder if he doesn't. So this was little clips that came originally with, I believe, all of the flags. They had clips, so then you could pop them right into the Four Horsemen stands,
The flag.
the banners.
Banner set.
Mine don't either.
Yeah, I think that was something that came. That was very early in the run. You know, for you, you rookies or you newbies to the line.
Fake fans like me.
I think that was way early, like when you could buy the banner set. And it is super cool. His belt is amazing.
Are we gonna go old school? You're gonna like read the bios and shit, Trav?
Oh my god, that'll take some time. I mean, we can do that for sure, but let me go grab the box.
Oh, Travis.
The boxes for Poxxus.
Boxes. For Poxxus. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, you do.
Get it in your contract.
Get you a big bean bag or something.
So you can set on my beanbag.
Man,
I got the
I don't know. Just my first instinct to seeing them just sitting here and me kind of fiddling around with them. The Wizards are badass, in my opinion. So I'm excited for them. I think that I love the soft goods. I love the
little magic effects.
magic effects.
Of course, I like the monstery looking dudes more, but
Oh, I love those too. But I guess I say that because I've seen some people getting like underselling. They're
the human folk.
under excited about them. If in my opinion, it's, the Wizards 2.0 bodies and blah, blah, blah. I think they're freaking cool, and I think anybody that's like I would think maybe Pete would know more. If you're a D&D fan, I think this is welcome addition to what we have seen on the shelf.
Big time. One, honestly, one of the most impressive figures is the Jin.
Yeah.
You look and you go, okay, yeah, an ogre scale with a dragon head, that makes sense. Like I can see that coming. The ogre shaman, the orc shaman, and the magic users, again, that's coming though, but they're all incredibly well done. Azazar, we talked about it being two sides. Okay, they put it together and made it bigger. Like all of that is like, oh, I can see that. That makes sense. That Jin is just out of nowhere.
I can, yeah.
Like there was nothing that I've ever seen in any of the other figures, any of the other waves that led me down the road to a Jin, where everything else makes sense to me. The wizardry and magic users, that was only a matter of time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good shit.
You guys want me to read the bios?
Yeah, I think people would love for you to read
Okay.
the bio.
Yeah, I bet.
We've been begging for it for years.
Thinking about back, how when I used to read the bios, I would just kind of sit here and kind of like just get a little grouchy thinking about Eric, just sitting there writing them, being like, how am I going to make Travis look stupid?
He specifically writes the bios just to spite you.
Just to spite me.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what we'll do? We're going to include Jeremy now in writing these bios.
And
So-
Jeremy's like, fuck Trev.
Yeah. And they got 4 times longer as soon as they brought that Jeremy on board.
He's a wordy guy.
Yeah. So now all I picture is Eric sitting there with Jeremy on his lap. And they're both type, how are we going to get Travis to mess this word up? All right.
Oh, you should use there instead of there. That'll really fuck him up.
That could be confusing. Arazak. Once a young wizard rising through the ranks of the convocation of Basilia, Arazak is a devious and cruel sorcerer bent on promulgating the word of Poxxus. See, they make up words.
Today, Junior.
Unsatisfied with the ancient approved texts of Agabendor that his fellow acolytes were studying, Arazak is constantly thirsting for more and more knowledge, more spells, and more power. His pursuits led him away from the kingdom of Ophidian and the Tower of Basilia and into the chaos of the Nethergate, where he gathered with members of the Circle of Poxxus, once conveying all that it took for Arazak to find his new home amongst like-minded sorcerers searching for insight and sinister power.
Top right, Cody. Top left.
All right.
That's right. It's tucked
Good
in.
job, Travis.
Yeah.
That was
was
better
wonderful.
than I think. I feel like you've been brushing up.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I've
I
never
have.
read a bio in a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
So a couple things with this figure. I just wanted to know. I took a couple notes when I was opening them. I will say, yes, I opened this whole wave, me and Kane, which I will just say is a lot of fun opening up toys with your kid. I mean, it just is. We all know this.
Your fingers hurt.
There was a couple.
Pushing in.
There was a couple where I was like, God damn, I know why I love Steve doing this. And I will tell you, he was one of them. Getting this gold harness piece on him, that took a little bit of work, especially because it plugs in right back over his cloak. But I absolutely love that
This could
harness.
be so frustrating.
Oh, my
trying to
gosh.
put that shit on.
Trying
like,
to find those
fuck
little,
it!
oh, so
good
tough.
enough.
I will say also with this, I used heat on some of them. I actually did not use heat on everything. I'm a check a joint. If I feel any resistance, I'm a hot water person. Okay. So some of these had that, some of them have not. With him, one of the notes I want to make sure the little things that go on his belt, which are amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. You got the little crow head, the like not medicine, but potion.
Potions.
Yeah,
or
potions.
whatever.
I think that's pretty cool.
Knickknacks.
Out of the all of the magic users here, I think he's definitely the coolest one.
Oh, he's evil. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that.
I guess that's
So
probably why I
evil.
like the evil shit.
So also what I did, this is not the head that came on him. I did swap heads. because this head is the head. So just so you guys are aware, he does still have a couple things that's not on him. He's got a purple cloak for his head that you could use, and then he has his other head, which is just not
Or stoic.
yeah,
or
it's
just regular.
it's not the screaming like angry.
Yep.
Yeah, angry head. Came with a large number of hands, so you could get him doing all kinds of different stuff.
It's still a really cool head you could use somewhere else, man.
Without a doubt.
Because he's, his eyebrows and his eyes, he still looks evil.
Oh yeah, no, it's still a good head, but to me there is no question.
Oh, I'm gonna have that head on.
It's just I love the emotion heads that
Me
they
too.
do,
Cody, if you look
Yep.
at Poxxus Wave,
and this
that'll
is
give you all the.
I'm not reading shit unless you super chat it, Curtis.
Just go back and
There
it'll
you
say
go.
by
There you go.
wave.
He's got it.
You got it, buddy.
So new staff topper, all kinds of new parts and pieces, but I love the magic effects.
Yeah, I think his magic effects look really tits. I love the big jewel looking thingy in the end of his staff there. I love his belt, the little raven skull or something, whatever the hell that is. I think all that's really neat looking.
Let's call out the elephant in the room, right? We have
Steve,
one of the
he's
four
got that long
horsemen,
trunk.
one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse on a zombie horse. Okay, we've got an ogre scale dragon, an ogre scale demon, a brute scale genie djinn, a brute scale orc shaman, and these wizards are standout fucking figures.
Yeah.
They're regular human people, okay, in a wave of gloriousness that fucking are. I mean, that the red effects on that staff, that is just fucking game changing, man.
It's like I told you guys when we started talking about this, I was like, I really don't care where I end up picking. Obviously, there are a few boxes going to be showing up in my house, but the reality of it is everything everything in this wave is fire. It is amazing, and I feel like I've opening them and setting them up, each one I was like, oh damn. Oh damn.
It's a classic case of get it in your hands and it just magnifies its amazingness.
Yeah.
To Steve's point earlier, this being the first wave where we got to be in the studio, this wave, I'm glad are all fucking bonanza figures, because Jesus, that was such an amazing moment. This wave will forever be a huge part of what we do here.
Which makes it even more fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's nostalgia from like a couple years ago.
Right. Which is that's the other part is, it's been a while. Like
It's been a long
time.
it's so to finally now get these in hand and really get to enjoy it, and then for it to be, in my opinion, be even better than what you expected. It's an awesome experience.
For sure.
Yeah. So, did this guy move up in either of your lists as far as your picking order after seeing him all decked out and set up like this?
For sure. For me, definitely.
Yes, it absolutely did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also trying to remember the reality of I have a full wave named character. Like there's a part of me that's like, go big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful. The attention to detail, the soft goods, I mean, are just out of this world. That belt with the fucking raven's skull, and I mean, it's got
definitely.
Yeah.
It's so simple, but it
Little
just
potions.
amplifies it.
You know what I mean? Look at
This dude means business.
Yeah. I'm blown away, man. And the thing is, we didn't get to touch them there.
Yeah.
So you couldn't spin them around and kind of see. Like, they did a good job showing you everything, but it's sitting here and me being able to get a different angle and look. That is just
It's awesome.
fucking sweet.
Those
man.
little attention to
Yeah.
detail kind of things, like that is.
Well,
is
but like you look
that
at,
happens.
look at how nice the soft goods are on the other two wizards, right?
Mhm.
But then you're like, oh no. This guy here, step up evil, and it's trimmed in a different color.
So I do got to say that them bringing CJSM on board, them being part of the team and the level of detail on these. I mean, we know we've looked at wired cloaks before. We've talked about it, but I really just feel like there's so much more character brought to these figures by these cloaks, and something that has been pointed out now online. And this is kind of a little bit of a game changer for someone like me as well. So the soft goods are so good on a couple of these figures like this. What people are doing is they are taking the soft goods off the figure, the head, the hands. Okay. They are then taking a Marvel Legend. They are putting all of that stuff on that Marvel Legend figure. And you look at the pictures, it looks exactly like it did. Then they're taking that body from under there, and now they have another elf builder.
Sure.
Or, something else that they can. So I'm not saying you're getting two figures for the price of one, because it's not the case.
But it's a possibility if you got some extra shit lying around.
You can
multiply these bitches.
Yes. You can army build a little bit, and then that's one of the great things about this line is being able to do that. Now, some people will be like, it's not a Mythic Legion under there. I don't want it. I totally get that. But it's something you can do.
Steve O'Beg comes in and says, love how all these figures were opened and posed without being broken, especially with sausage fingers doing the posing.
Not exactly.
Not exactly, Steve-O.
Not exactly.
Now,
Pull the curtain back a little bit.
Well, let's be honest, and it is drama. There are people that are having figures that are broken, or they're breaking figures and they're upset. It's all over the cabal. We get it, right? There are a few people that tried to jump in with a voice of reason on the cabal. It didn't work because it never works, because you can't always reason and be illogical.
What are you talking about?
But so Travis, for instance, the handle on the sword on the Jinn broke. Travis said, I can't blame the horseman. I was forcing it, trying to do it, and it broke. My bad. Now in the one case of the one trauma that I screenshot was the leg had broken off Aragorn. And a lot of people were like, yeah, you didn't take him out of the package right. You tried to articulate him. This is on you. So we don't know why something is broken.
Sure.
Okay. They post up, hey, this figure broke right out of the box. We can't say who's to blame, quality issue or just being rough. But the point that I wanted to make, and the point that I tried to make in the cabal, is, well, we're getting more figures, and now there's more people that enjoy them, and now we're getting more QC issues. The horsemen are getting greedy and they're cutting corners. No. At the end of the day, if they sold 100 figures and one broke, we got one post. Now they sell 1,000 figures and 10 break, we get 10 posts. So it looks a lot worse, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still 1% breakage. There's no way that you're going to have a flawless wave, a flawless line. The more figures that get sold, the more issues you're going to potentially have. And that's just the nature of the beast.
Nope. Good enough.
Email the Four Horsemen, tell them what happened, and they'll make it right.
They always make it right. That's the
They
thing.
always do.
So, and great example, the Jinn sword that I broke, totally on me. Like, I was trying to force it into his hand. I didn't use heat like I usually do. I'll warm the hand up. I'll pry it back a little bit. I put the sword in the hand. I hold it shut. Guess what? As it cools down, boom, it's there.
You went back to the days of the boatyard and just pushed.
Oh, and so this is another side of this. I break toys all the time. We tease Steven for this, but I break
because
toys.
he's done it on video.
Yes, yes. I break toys all the time. I don't get online and go, holy crap, I just broke the sword and post a picture of it.
Right.
Because I
most of
broke
time,
it.
Yeah, most of the time it's pretty telling, like, whose fault it is.
Right.
If you feel that you broke it, you don't want to go down there and go, look how much of an idiot I am.
But wouldn't it be weird if, like, people actually did do that, though? All these QC issues is really just people fucking being dumb.
I just don't understand it. You know, with the heat thing, for ever since we've ever gotten the ogres, no one ever told me this, but to put something in those ogres, some of those ogre hands is hard.
Yeah.
So I always use heat
Mhm.
because I can't physically open them up because there's too much plastic
And
there.
collecting these figures, it's not like you're some freaking parent walking through the store and just grabbing something off the shelf. You know what you're getting into. You're getting their emails. You're online, so you know what you're in for.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna have to warm up a lot of this stuff.
Just as a simple human being, which you are. This is a very thin. I've got the brute scale orc guy here in my hand. This is a thin staff he comes in, so you can get that in there fairly easy. But if they were to give you a thicker weapon, it's probably going to be a little bit harder. Without heat or anything, I can grab a hold of these fingers and pry them open like that.
Right.
And this is what I do all the time.
Yep.
I pry them open, I stick the fat thing in there before it closes up again, and it'll just naturally close up around it and fine. And you won't break your stuff.
Yeah.
22 years ago, had a baby. I didn't message fucking Trojan and say the condom broke. Why? Why didn't I do that?
You didn't wear a condom.
Because I didn't wear a condom. You're damn right.
I understand that people are the thought behind some of it, but I just don't like. You're not gonna see me posting pictures of toys that I broke. I also broke the. I shouldn't say this. Kane actually broke one of the little pegs when we get to it, but Poxxus' bow. And this, I've seen people talk about this. They've got these little pins that you can line the arrow up in, and it will sit in there. Okay, it's awesome to have because it helps for posing. They fit in there a certain way, and if you try to force it, it is a small piece of plastic. It's gonna break. That's what happened. Like I said, do this often with a lot of my toys. I just turn it over and display it the other way.
Yep.
Like it's just how I do things.
Well,
but
and Steve-O didn't pay for this comment, but since I love him so much, he says I've broken like 4 shields forcing the handle on, and not once have I ever blamed 4 horsemen. I've done that too.
yes,
You just like you're just anxious. You're like you want to get it out. Fuck.
I did it last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just that's our fault.
Yeah. Now,
We're
listen,
patient.
if you don't, if you're not looking for toys that are going to have these very intricate, like detailed parts and pieces, don't like, then you need to be buying like,
Oh, those new Ninja Turtles are great.
yeah, or
Reaction.
or
Reaction figures.
or wrestling figures,
Yeah.
or I mean, the reality of it is, if you take little pieces of very well detailed toys,
No.
you're going to have some issues.
I am not going to sit here and let you try to give me this day old fucking song and dance shit about how you have to pick detailed sculpt over articulation, because it can be done. Both can be done, Travis. And it's absolutely savage that you say it can't.
I like
Hashtag.
I like the design aspect of this line. That is what I am always going to be after.
Is that guy's name Tharnog?
That is Tharnog.
Yeah. Brian Brink made a comment saying that he's shedding all over me. And yeah, I can see that. That fur is definitely all over the table right now. So, you know,
yeah.
If you don't have any pets, you do now.
All right, so we're gonna go with Thrace here.
okay.
Thrace Wraithhaler. Elusive and dangerous, the pale-skinned Humangeist are thought by many to be apocalyptical, a corrupt supernatural mingling of flesh and phantasm. I feel like there's words missing from here. Right? It's probably me. The ashen skin Humangeist are all too real. Okay, we're gonna create a new race, and we're literally gonna. It's Humangeist.
You man, guys.
Humangeist. Thrace, with her ambition, has driven her to augment her deadly capabilities by learning the ways of summoning magic. Thrace inherent connection to the spirit world heightens her abilities to devastating effect. An unquenched lust for power eventually drove her into the fold of the Circle of Poxxus, where the Thrace Wraithhaler emerged from the shadow as a transformed being created by the horrific melding of unnatural magical powers.
Wow. And I see you've got a whole cloak in there that's not on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, has anybody ever thought maybe we should reach out to the staff at Hesperia Elementary and talk to them about their reading programs?
I know exactly how that would go. Hey, Miss, I wanted to talk to you about your reading procedures on how you're teaching children, and more like 40-some years ago. And she'll be like, "Oh, you met Travis. How's he doing?
I've
he
been
was
waiting for this
he
call.
was a good little boy, not too bright, but boy was he smiley and nice.
And boy, could he fuck a pussy.
I keep waiting to see him at the drive-thru at the Mickey Donald's.
But I hear he overachieved.
Yeah, he does what?
She does kind of look bluer in the photos.
Well, this is the
She's a little
the-
more gray.
You would have blew her too if you had a chance. She's fucking hot.
this is the
She is hot.
1/6 blue light effect here. He loves hearing this. Yep, she just white.
She's a whitish grayish blue.
Now I think if you put this purple cloak on her, so yes, the 2 heads. I chose this head that where she's got the flowing hair. I will say you possibly could still use the cloak with that, but not the hood going over her head. I don't think that would happen. Whereas the other head is perfectly made for the
hood.
Yep, for the hood.
That makes sense.
And it's a beautiful purple cloak.
She's
as
great.
well.
I love this.
Yeah. Yep. She's a fun one. I love the magic effects that came with her.
Yeah, I think that that skull effect would work better with a different hand.
Oh, yeah. If I had put a
gripping hand, and you could put
then it could come,
up.
and that's probably exactly what it's supposed to do. Yep. It still will work in this hand, but I understand what you're saying because it does feed up right through there, and if it was a gripping hand, they would be holding it correctly. Yeah, I love her. I think she is.
That effect on the staff is
So
Yep.
good.
insane.
Looks awesome.
And she is just sexy.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's- yeah.
She
I'd hit
really is.
I'd hit it and wouldn't quit it.
Just beautiful. Okay. As you guys can see, we are going through the Wizards first.
Wizards of
The
Waverly.
Magicians.
Yep, Samir.
Samir Scroll Warder. That's a lot of ers.
Hey, we got 50 people watching our sorry asses.
That's
this morning.
crazy. You guys are insane.
It's
Why?
amazing because we're actually talking about toys.
Oh, weird. Like the more we talk about toys, the more people hang on.
Oh,
Fucked up.
Interesting, huh?
50 people in this room, like, oh yes, indeed, yes.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The smell would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Samir Scroll Wardener.
Yes, and N is in there for sure.
Keeper
Samir Scroll Wanderer.
Keeper of the Great. Oh,
He ran into
He
her
gone.
staff and he fell over.
He gone.
I'm not very good at making room here.
It's a big wave.
Well, when you got some
So is it.
beasts in it too. Okay.
So sorry.
As he is blah 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 keeper of the great library of Abgendor, Samir Scroll Warder is a wizard as renowned for his inexhaustible knowledge as he is for his bountiful magical powers. After spending much of his life studying the books and scrolls of Agbendor, Samir has learned the secret ways of mages that span the entire history of mythos. Although his primary charge is to serve as protector of the invaluable texts of Agbendor, Samir Scroll Warder is a formidable warrior in the struggle to contain Poxxus and his evil servants.
The only thing that makes listening to Trev read these better is reading along and going, oh my God.
So as you can see, he came with that another stoic head.
Epic fucking beards. Man.
Yeah, I did switch out this head. This was another head swap because I just love this this one.
Hey, Cody. You can't tell me you're not getting Skyrim vibes hard on these figures.
So
Because
the,
the mages you go to that teach you how to
Yeah.
do the dragon calls,
Interesting.
it's
So is that like the painted head like when he's doing magic?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of neat. His other face is just all
normal.
all
Facey.
normal. See,
It's all facey.
kind of.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like I think the extra heads were supposed to be like a surprise that day or something like that. But then they were on a picture, so it kind of got revealed
Yeah,
early.
Or somebody-
walking around with
yeah.
it in their hand.
Yeah.
showing it
Yeah,
to
they
us.
left
Yeah.
them on the tray or something on accident.
He's got a couple scrolls in the bag. I just really couldn't at the time. I was like, well, I know you can shove those and everything, but comes with a ton of cool hands.
Love it. And I just love the soft goods. I mean,
It's an interesting little
we've said that, but
sculpt there in his beard. I don't know if that's like a little mistake or something, or
Which one?
just right up here.
I don't
Is that-
So because it looks like there's one on the other side
there?
too.
Okay.
But I see what you're saying. I like how his beard. You kind of got that beard that comes off.
That's called a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. His mustache that comes off his beard. Yeah.
That's why I'm growing mine so big, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
So do I. Look at I'm getting there, baby.
You are. He
And he's
is
bald.
bald.
Yep.
He is bald, which was one of Kane's complaints.
He's
they're all
bald.
bald.
Yeah, he was like, "Why are all the wizards bald?" And I said, "Well, if you can't be a fighter, you
Shave your head.
shave your head, I guess."
Can't have cool magic come out of your face if you have hair.
Yeah. So I am not the poser that Steve is, obviously.
Steve is a poser.
But I was
He set
pretty
it up.
happy with how these came right out of the box for the most part. I felt like I could get the soft goods because a lot of times the soft goods, I'm like, "Ugh." Steve has gone through and fixed a lot of this. But I will tell you right now, I do feel like very, very simple to make it look really good. And then Steve, of course, blows it out of the water. But
Yep. He'll look pretty good in a Meyer shopping bag.
Zendai, I'm
You're not gonna
on.
make me feel bad.
I'm on
I'm trying to
third.
make you feel bad. I'm trying to make the audience feel bad.
Hmm?
You are what you are. You can't help it. You're just
Hailing from mysterious lands beyond the shores of Mythos, Zendai Amathur was sent by his guild to assist Hera Serpentspire and the convocation of Basilia in their efforts to quell the rising power of Poxxus, bringing with him an extensive array of archaic incantations. Zendai has dedicated himself to the Mage of Basilia as a teacher of spellcasting and a soldier for their cause. As someone who has suffered great personal loss at the hands of Poxxus zealots, Zendai is all too aware of the stakes of this deadly fight.
When they're writing these, they're probably thinking about you.
Yeah, I know. I really think they are thinking about you.
Like I said, I love to
Loki.
see it. Jeremy just sitting on Eric's lap. I'm just giggling.
Let's just put a bunch of letters together and see what happens.
Jeremy's on Eric's lap. That's funny.
He's got
Somebody make that meme.
He's got a couple more magic effects like the one he's got on his hand. I've seen pictures. I think
different sizes.
yeah, I've seen also where people are stacking them. Like,
Oh, that'd be cool, too.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's got that extra head without the magic effects on it. You're probably looking at pictures now, aren't you? Yeah. I will say too, and this just got brought up by numerous people, but when I saw this figure originally, all I could think of was like many people was Michael Xavier and how this looks a lot like him, which is super fun because he's just a great dude and huge fan of the line. But it's a cool looking figure. I when they first showed this, I wasn't real sure how I felt about the color scheme of his outfit. Getting it in person, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Thoughts, boys?
This one I'm a little underwhelmed with compared to the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love his staff. I
Yeah.
think his staff is awesome.
This staff is killer.
Yeah.
What do you think about the paint on his face?
Oh, I mean, it looks wonderful. I'm just out of the other guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just not as impressive to me, I guess. I don't know.
So what I like about him is his 2 or 1.0 body.
His 1.0 body is
Yeah.
great. He's just, a little tougher, a little bit, the wizards should be different from each other.
Mhm.
I think that's cool. I really love that they give us more than one magic effect, not only to put on him, but for other older magic using figures like Harris Serpentshire and stuff. You can now use that stuff on those older figures and kind of make them look cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody pointed out online too that's probably where I had that particular figure in my brain is his skin color is a match for her, so you can use those hands on her too. Now
Oh,
you got
cool.
magic casting hands and stuff.
Oh yeah, that is perfect. I love what you did the cape here, Steven. Killed it. Yeah.
Look good.
So we'll see where he ends up. In the
Michael
picking order.
Xavier's a fan of the line, not like an actor or something.
No.
I was trying to find a good picture to like post next to it, but he doesn't post any of himself on his page. So I had to like look it up in Cabal and stuff. But I can totally see where.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like,
I mean, obviously it's not what it, but I mean, it just,
but isn't it?
yeah, it just looks like, and he's a great dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes. I mean, especially that other head, the
oh, you put it up on the. Hey,
Yep. Great dude. All right, moving on to the gin.
Guild. Yeah, I saw that too, Trev. Or
Yeah, this figure here is a standout for me. I love him. I'm not a huge fan of gins. I never was like, oh, I really want a gin. I never would have thought, but that never would have come to my head or my brain, or
maybe if they had a
But-
tonic to it.
maybe. But
Rolling down the streets of Mythos.
look at this dude. Just the paint in his skin and all his different skin tones and everything
The
right
blending
there.
of it all, yeah.
That is phenomenal. And then on top of it is his soft goods with the patterns on it and everything else. I mean, he is
The idea of like
Out of the park.
the horns like growing out the back of his head like that. That's fucking trippy, man.
to me, it doesn't look like a production figure. It looks like a statue or
Or a badass
Yeah.
custom that somebody
it look
did.
yes,
A
or-
one-off.
Yes, this does not. This looks like it's got too much going on to be something that came from the factory.
Too much
The
detail.
only thing I wish it had is I wish his sculpt was chopped up with double joints and pins.
This was, so obviously this stuff was sent upstairs for a while. He was Heidi's favorite. And it was just like you said,
Very
it just
colorful.
and it's just like that different, like popping, like the level of detail, the colors.
And also look at him.
It-
He's all muscly and ripply, and
What's weird is
How could
she
he
knows that she could be taken care of.
what's weird is that didn't hit me when we were at the studio and
Yep.
saw it in prototype form.
Yep.
It hit me when I was at PowerCon and I saw it in the case with the lights on it and
Yeah.
everything, which was really close to production at that point. They
Mhm.
told me. That's when I was like, I totally underestimated this thing.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw it there, and now the final production one doesn't disappoint. It's just as good.
I'm getting like huge Ganondorf vibes from
Yeah, I can see
the
that.
Tears of the Kingdom. And I would love to see someone use this and make a custom of that because
Oh, it'll be happening. I'm already seeing customs. People who got their all in orders are already customizing these figures.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. He's one that I would have a hard time customizing.
Oh yeah,
he's
you
got
got a
so
couple
much
of them or something.
unique stuff going on for him.
Yeah, it's just I just want him to be.
Oh no, you got to have a stand. He has to stay like this.
And I'm with you too. Like the genie type characters, like they don't do shit for me, but then when they knock it out like this and they
Then
put
it's
a
a
whole
different
bunch
story.
of details.
Yeah,
I mean the fucking earrings and just shit like that, his fucking crazy eyebrows and the flowing mane.
I love the tusks.
Yeah.
Hey Cody, will you throw a photo up of this guy? David Williams posted a picture. Our tattoo artist and friend and avid collector, crazy artist, posted a picture, and it's not anything absolutely crazy, but what an amazing post for this figure!
Oh,
Isn't that awesome?
Like he's
Oh, yeah.
floating.
It's not crazy dynamic, but man, it's
No,
super imposing.
Powerful.
Yeah, and the way he's got the little the lamp down on the bottom like that.
Almost
I
like
just-
he's coming out of it.
Yeah,
magic
fucking
around his
knocked
toes and
it
toesies.
out of the park, David.
It's just so cool.
There's so many possibilities.
So I would say too, like with this wave, this one was very low on my list.
Yeah.
It's amazing how getting him in hand and getting to play with him, really all of a sudden the elevation. Yeah.
Gives you
Yep.
a new appreciation for stuff like that.
Yep. And so, like I said, I did break the sword, trying to force it into his hand. Totally my fault. Real,
Great detail on that fucking sword too.
and that's the other piece of why it was so frustrating, because the sword was so beautiful. Like they did a great, like with everything, of course, they did a great job. But like I was so mad at myself because I'm like, you were such an idiot, like, you know. But I will also say, drilled out the hole a little bit. Super glue. I did not do the pin trick, which I probably would have been the best thing to do. But a little bit of super glue and boom, no problem. Okay.
I love how it's got like the open mouth and then it's got like the tongue on the side and then flames coming out from that as well. It's all that detail along the blade. That's just really cool.
And while they did a great job with the paint aspect on this sword, people are gonna put a dry brush to this. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Like there's so much detail in that hilt of that sword.
Joe Vassapolo says Sherry made it look ethereal without using clear plastic
Yeah.
because she's just that damn good.
Oh, the color is just amazing. Just amazing.
It's Bufo.
All right, so his long ass bio. Calazar. No,
Calazir.
it's Calazir.
Calazir.
Calazir. I like that better. Born on an elemental fire that transcends our physical plane, the Jinn of mythos are enigmatic.
Yep.
That's a tough one. People know for their great power and unpredictable allegiances. Considered spirits by some and demons by others, they are mighty beings who draw their abilities from the elements. Typically bound to inanimate objects by wizards and spellcasters seeking to tame their unruly strength. Jinn are both. Is it Jinn or
It's Jin.
Jinn? The Jinn
D is silent.
are
Gent.
both. Why
Just
would
like,
you?
just like in your bedroom, Trav, the D is silent.
Very silent.
Hey.
Why? I don't understand why you put a D there. Then why do you do that?
I'll put the D
Confuse
anywhere she'll
people.
let me.
Django.
Just call him a genie.
Jinn are both all powerful and prisoners of their own existence. They're malevolent.
Malevolent.
Calazir is a rare Jinn who has been freed from his bondage, bent on revenge on the magic wielders that imprisoned him. Calazir is faithful to the cause of Poxxus and his war on honorable magic. I pre-read that
Excellent.
one.
Yeah, and,
We can
and I
tell.
counted 9 errors.
Curtis Ackerman says, I've seen some photos where people use one of the smoke effects around the leg and make it look like it's coming from the lamp. Very cool.
Oh, that's super cool. Super cool. I love the lamp too. I mean,
I love lamp.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Pete.
I want to point out too that the lighting is horrible in this room.
Horrible.
That's very
And when you
true.
put this thing, lights on it and everything else, he really.
it really does pop. Also, now I got to change the lights in here too.
No, I love it. I love that
Okay.
the lighting is bad. It's not for toys.
Next. Oh gosh.
His earrings are dangly.
His earrings are dangly. Well, next we're going to take a look at Azahazar. However you say it. Azer, Haze, Azer, Zazer. Azahazar.
Azer.
Yeah.
Laser. Blazer.
Laser Blazer. Blaster Master.
Balmy Blazer.
Oh my gosh. Azahazar. As a callous ruler of the Netherrealm, the demon king Azahazar was a nightmarish legend feared by all. It was only when the dark god Poxxus summoned him into the world of mythos that the nightmare became all too real for those on the mortal plane. Poxxus summoning had the side effects of Ahazar being divided into the twin demons Azar and Zazar. Zazar. You absolutely hate this because Cornboy literally told me how to say this in person. Being divided into the twin demon Azar and Zazar. As the generals of the circle of Poxxus, Azar and Zazar have spent ages searching for the Plague Sayer, Poxxus's cursed bow, in hopes of bringing about his return. Upon his arrival, Poxxus has now granted the demon twins their wish, recombining them into the mighty Azahazar. As a commander of Poxxus' armies, Azahazar wields his power to destroy and beget life with a mere touch. He's going to beget it. Thank you. Kane's favorite.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's probably my favorite too.
I mean, I could understand why you would go that route. This monster is amazing, and the paint job that they did on this. I don't know if you guys seen the pictures or people are taking a picture of them in the black light.
I have not. Actually.
Oh my gosh. It is.
Unfortunately, we would show you guys, but we can't use a black light in here
There is
safely.
absolutely no way a black light should ever.
We don't need to have those glasses like we had our eyes dilated,
Yes.
so we didn't burn our.
It'd be
retinas.
bad news. It would definitely be bad news. Comes with a really cool big bug looking staff, which Kane chose not to put with him, although it looks cool. Kane really just loved these claw hands with the magic effects on them.
Looks cool.
He is a big beast. I love this. I love this belt buckle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know it's not his belt buckle, but as he's coming around to you, it's just so Poxxus. I mean, it's awesome. Speaking of Poxxus,
Noxious.
speaking of Poxxus, that's how
My ass pronounced it better than you did.
That's how you pronounce it.
I think it's ginormous and badass.
Yeah, it is a huge staff, and just cool.
Dork Layers in the chat. What up, Bill?
Bill's been doing some great videos of these, of course.
Yes. Always does.
Wow, is that you?
Yep. I'm
The only one that didn't eat greasy McDonald's is the only one that's shitting up the room.
What did you eat?
Ass.
I went out to breakfast yesterday with Rob McCallum and Tater,
Toot.
and I had a stuffed hash brown and left some for dinner, which I ate at midnight. And there it is.
Yummy.
Welcome to the party.
Wow. I thought I loved stuffed hash brown.
Well, they're good going in.
Real good going in. This is the one I think I remember us all, even during the studio experience. I mean, just seeing this big old monster was, I think we were all in right from the beginning on this guy.
Hard not to be.
Yep. And he's just amazing. And that head is, I love the big old hoof feet.
What is in said stuffed hash brown? Have you not had a stuffed hash brown?
You can put whatever you want in it. That's
Yeah,
what-
they so there's bacon.
it's like an
and
omelet, but not egg.
cheese,
It's hash brown.
and mushrooms because I like mushrooms. Sour cream and deliciousness.
Oh, they're amazing.
They are. And,
Yeah.
and Mr. B's arguably has the best one
Mr.
in
B's.
town. So
Never been.
you must.
Maybe once or twice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So that first pick, I imagine, is looking pretty interesting right now.
Say he's pretty much probably on the line, ain't he?
Yeah, this guy is just and we've got him hunched over right now in this pose, which is super cool. But when he's standing straight up, this guy is huge, and those horns are just could you imagine walking around a corner and this dude be standing there waiting for you?
No. And if he is, I hope he wants to just like rock out or something.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm
Just
fucked.
say, how do I serve you, my lord?
Yes.
Jeremy just does his normal scared pose on his knees, mouth open.
Yeah.
Just
Like, how can I service you, me lord? What?
I just feel like he's a thing right out of a horror movie.
He's awesome. He's not
For
showing up.
sure.
I don't think he's showing up in this room very well.
no, he's like he's so much more green in the pictures
Yeah,
than he is in this room.
but yeah, he's cool.
I love this thing.
Well,
Oh, I think you
we
get
don't
the
have
right.
sweet lights.
Yeah, you get the right lights on them. That's definitely the.
We have
the-
phone lights
yeah.
that we can. That's fine.
Yeah.
But, hey, people want to.
And like I said, man, when you see these pictures of
Oops.
people that got them under a black light or any kind of like lighting effect, it just looks amazing.
Good shit.
Good job. Good job.
I don't think that one's gonna last through the first round.
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh, if you take those stuffed hash browns and add biscuits and gravy, like
Yeah.
sausage gravy
Then
on
you,
that shit?
then you absolutely can shit on all your friends the next morning.
Girl.
So this one here is definitely one of my most anticipated.
Yep.
Yep, he's in the top 2.
For anybody who
Well-
had ordered this and is waiting for theirs. So one thing that was kind of wild was to put this tail on. Much different than any tails in the past where you're plugging it into a hole or something like that. This comes with this cool little hook that just you take them apart at the waist. It wraps right around the ball, and then you put them back together, and then it's locked on there. If you have never taken one of these apart, I can understand why that could be a little alarming. For me, it was just a little bit of heat.
Wasn't it the same thing with the green one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was,
yes.
but not everybody got that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
yep.
limited. So
But-
this is going to be most people's first experience.
Did you open it? You opened
Yes.
it. So you've
Yep.
done that. You've done okay.
Yeah, it was definitely like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's much
And
different. Now I
once
will
you figure
say,
it out.
from a design standpoint, and obviously I'm a very simple person, I really liked it. I felt like it's very stable. It's from that standpoint. But it's if you're somebody who's never pulled one of these apart at the waist,
It was scary.
yes,
I was like, oh fuck.
it is kind of one of these things where you're like, oh man. But that's what this line is made to do.
These colors, dude, especially with like the shininess.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I can't wait to get other colors.
Yeah.
'Cause
We
it's
got
gonna-
green, we got
It's gonna
blue,
be an easy
red.
repaint.
Red is going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that. Black too. It'll be super awesome. Okay, so with this bad boy, the ancient dragons of mythos are legendary creatures that are revered and even worshipped in some circles. Over the centuries, there have been countless subraces and offshoots of these ancient beasts, with the Dragonzir being the most renowned. Like their dragon cousins, these mystical beings have close ties to otherworldly energies, which often steer them, towering warriors, towards magical practices. Like many of his noble brethren before him, the valiant champion Erekagor has pledged his fiery sword to the convocation of Basilia in hopes of eradicating the threat of Poxxus.
And hopes of emancipating.
Expediting
The proclamation of
Hey, listen to me. These words are really small on the
we
sides of here.
chose you to read
Yeah,
them.
they're-
We know what we're in for.
Yeah, they're really small. I just want to say. I love the story on this dude. The fact that he is magical and this big giant.
Yep, beasts are awesome.
Oh, so good.
Lots of detail in that sculpt, and the paint definitely makes that shit pop.
Heck yeah. And that's how I feel about this thing.
That's the thing. It's like I've already got the green one for PowerCon, but this figure feels brand new because of this paint job. And
It's
I mean,
crazy how paint
there are
does
new
that.
parts here because of he's not wearing the same armor and stuff. But
Well, and then the details in the armor. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like it's just
Patinaed.
just aged.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, this is
It's
just
like
another.
a penny.
It's another example of how the paint just so separates their figures.
Is that him? That's one of these smells very plasticky.
I can't smell anything anymore.
Put it on
Thanks
the
to you.
Stop. Put it on the cabal.
I will say, besides putting the tail on him, you know what was really awesome? Everything was on him in the box. The shoulder pauldrons, I mean, everything. Like literally, you pull them out, pull them apart, put that tail on. I mean, that was pretty nice. I really felt like this was one of the best packaged waves, and they've always been done really well. But it just seems like things were laid out really well. And I know this is kind of a weird thing to even, but it made it nice to open these, and I felt like I could just immediately
That's not
play
weird.
with them.
That's passion.
Yeah,
Don't hide your passion, Trav.
I got it. I will tell you, this box made me feel some passion. That's for sure.
We're pushing for passion.
It's like, it's so. We've had a lot of cosmic lately, but now we're getting a mythic wave. And it's just cool.
So cool.
This right here is 100% mythic to me.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I get it. It's cool in cosmic. The green, I get
I
it.
love cosmic.
It's cool, but he belongs here.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
Yep. Gorgeous.
What do you guys think about that sword?
Very cool. Lots of uses for it.
Love the effect on it.
Flaming effect or whatever magic effect on it or
Yeah.
whatever that is.
With an easy repaint of that could be a fucking blood dripping effect.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a semen effect.
Yup. Could be like, he slashed open some balls on some. Got
Wow.
ready, or maybe got ready to Alpers gland and the vas deferens. And
For a little while there, that would have been the same thing. So, we're parted. That
Listen
was
to
you
Cody
again.
over there. He's like, come on, let's move through these.
That's what we need. We need Cody to.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
Well, some of us showed up earlier. I
Yeah,
don't-
We're almost there, buddy.
We're almost. What,
we're not
two
even
more?
at 3 hours of recording.
Sorry.
We started an hour late.
Oh god dang. Oh. Figure.
So now we're at Thornog.
This is battling the number 2 spot for me, man. This thing is just gonna fall, and Jeremy's amazing.
I cotched him.
Thornog.
His,
God.
his ankles are a little not this than this
Well, he's
particular
on a
figure.
slickery surface
And
that's
he has
spinning
no slippery
also.
surface.
Well, too, what we're seeing, brute scale is new.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's new, so there is probably going to be that one like toe foot needs to probably get turned in a little bit.
In?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
He's also top heavy as shit, guys.
He is top heavy.
This is going to be a figure I'm going to have on a stand. Steve will be able to get him going in a lot of cool poses where you won't need that. I personally, with this guy, I will probably have him on a stand.
This is my wife. Triple D's in some manufacturing and a size 4 shoe.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm always afraid she's just gonna tip over.
I would say how his fur is right now. I would pull it back because it's hiding a bunch of cool stuff, but I'm certainly not going to worry about that right now. So Thornog, as an intermediary between the mortal and spirit worlds, the orc shaman Thornog's power is obtained from arcane knowledge gained from the realm beyond in his younger days. His mystical skills were brandished as part of the Queen's Urkza's quiet resistance against the orcs' servitude to the Legion of Aether. Inspired by Urkza's desire for orcish freedom, Thornog relocated himself and offered to wield his gifts for a righteous fight alongside Hera Surfacefire and the convocation of Basilia.
He keeps saying surface fire. Like he works for the fucking DNR. Now it's just a surface fire.
So he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Joe,
Good orc.
Vasapolo says try putting the shoulder fur backwards.
Yeah, I did see that post this morning, Joe, and I do like that as well. I probably, he turned it around a little bit, and I get what he's saying because it does allow it to, and it covers up some of this back stuff. What I like, I had it pulled down to the sides a little bit, and then you could still see.
So did I.
Yeah.
But then when Jeremy grabbed him, he
Oh,
pushed it back in front. But he did not his fault.
and regardless,
It was my fault.
there is going to be a lot of different ways to be able to display this guy.
Because he does have some cool.
Yeah,
loincloth.
Dollar General, Walmart, Myers. Well, that's white. That's white, gray, and yellow bags right there.
Came with the alternate head as well, which is really just doesn't have the paint on it, I believe. Extra hands. I really love this magic globe effect that he does have, and the staff is so awesome.
Brian Brick does make a good point here. He says, I hope Four Horsemen puts out an add-on set of black light and lint roller in the next pre-order.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to take a look at the you probably are looking at Trevor's cool pictures anyway. But I love this figure. I love the shaman aspect of it. I love that he's just bigger, which is super cool. And
this is also brute scale, right?
yeah. I mean, you put like a regular 2.0 figure, I mean, you're talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's at least a head taller. There's a lot of cool on this. It is. I mean, one of the aspects to it though is he's got a lot of stuff going on up top.
Yeah.
You know, so you are going to have to get him in a correct pose. That staff, the top piece on it, it's just awesome. It's one of those where I feel like they did a great job going to adding a lot of detail to it. I love this figure.
I dig it.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Just the accessories pack that they would make out of this, the different staffs. I mean, his staff versus this golden wing staff versus the effects on these, that bow. I mean, Jesus.
Just all the thought and detail that goes into that staff up there. Like, I would never fucking think of that. That's pretty cool.
Well, it's just, that added extra attention to detail. And he's got a cool chest or belt piece too, with a couple pieces on the side there. Decent amount of soft goods between the waist and that fur.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The thing is with that one is I knew I was gonna like that one.
Yeah.
That one's not like
It's not shocking to you.
It's not shocking to me at all.
Yep.
Some of these other ones,
You were surprised. Yeah. I love the orcs. So like to me, this is perfect having this. And I do feel like, man, so it's easy to put him on the good guy shelf, but if you wanted to have a bad guy one, it's easy to put a different head on him and go a total different route.
not canon.
Definitely not canon. Don't think we're gonna put him on the stand. What do you think?
We'll just put him.
We can try. I mean, I don't...
I doubt it.
Oh,
but hey.
oh.
What?
Cody might be like,
Yeah,
too
it's
tall.
like, can you back it up all the way?
I'm
flying away.
Moving back, Cody. Oh no.
Just a little slideroo here.
Oh, look at you go.
Okay, there we are.
All right.
Nothing in the background is keeping us from seeing this
Monster.
Flemmy.
Hand that off to
Logan.
Man, look
That's
at multiple. I can't
Flogius.
wait to
Hold
get
on.
my hands-
Little insider knowledge on the
Mhm.
Tharnog. Sherry was directed to add some Native American influence into that. And I can see
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Well done, Sherry. Mon chéri.
Beau show.
I don't see one casino chip.
Damn it.
So we'll start with Flogus's bio. A terrifying visage of sickness and decay. The spiteful god Poxxus is pestilence incarnate. Dripping with disease and crackling with menace, the horrific sight of Poxxus alone is enough to inspire dread. Armed once again with his deadly bow, the plague sare, Poxxus can fire off hordes of infectious insects with it every pull of the string. Triumphantly riding atop his rotting horse, Flogus, Poxxus travels the roads of mythos with the intention of poisoning the realm and all those that live within.
Yeah.
I did not bring up, but Barch on all of this box art just crushed it.
It's like we don't bring
Crushed
it up
it
because it's
crushed it
kind of
like
just
Mattel
like
on the.
the attorney is. Because it's just kind of unspoken that he's fucking amazing, but yeah, we should address that. Holy shit!
And every single box too. I mean, every one is just amazing. But I love these the four horsemen, and he does where he brings the one forward and the other one's in the background. I love those images and can't wait to buy them from him at the next show.
I don't know, just moving that shit around is just kind of lazy, but whatever.
Could have just done it with fucking AI.
So this bad boy comes with a ton of different items. He's got another bow that's got the wings on it. I actually didn't put that bow in his hand just based on the fact that I knew we were going to have all this stuff on the table. And I'm like, I don't need that thing falling over repeatedly. I love the wings on this dude. Oh, yeah, we're still on the horse.
We're just talk about both. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yes. I love Poxxus, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I love the rotting face.
Oh, that is really.
So, have
fucking
you heard the
cool.
complaints of people that are
That
like,
the rot doesn't carry through to the body.
But it says he's rotting.
Yeah, that's
Not that
kind of
he's
how
rotted.
I feel about it.
So he's like in the
rotting.
middle of rotting. He's
Yeah.
only got one leg and his head done right now.
Don't get me wrong. Would
him
a
a couple
full
weeks.
would a full zombie horse been awesome too? Yeah, of course. It would have been.
but is it worth it
Right.
when it's covered up like that?
Yeah, you're gonna cover it up with this cool, which I like the armor, but
I mean, I can see 4 legs, so
yeah, you know
there's
that,
plenty of opportunity to do some more boils and stuff. I think.
and you certainly could, and I understand.
Now, is it something that I'm going to be like and throw a fit about? Fuck no, but I can totally see where people are coming from.
Yeah, that they would want more.
But now I'm also there's people that are like, well, now I can do this. I can pop the head off and do this with this horse, and I gives people some flexibility too, I guess.
Can we be honest? Won't we all really like some more? I mean,
Well, yeah, there's always more.
yeah. I mean,
There's never enough.
no, there's never enough.
I wish that, I wish they came with extra capes, different colors.
Yeah.
I wish they came with $1 million bills.
Yeah.
I wish I could have a girlfriend.
I wish my mom would get off my ass about my figure display.
Yeah.
Oh, let me read. I'll read the big bads as well. Poxxus, a terrifying visage of sickness and decay. The spiteful god Poxxus is pestilence incarnate. Yeah, and apparently it starts the same. Dripping with disease and crackling with menace, the horrific sight of Poxxus alone is enough to inspire dread. Armed once again with his... Is this exactly what I read?
You read the wrong one.
So the horse,
No, I think the horse bio and...
the
Courtney would like to know if it's too late to vote. If you're planning on voting for Steven, it was too late to vote from the very beginning because he was just too far behind. But I'm sure he would appreciate the nod.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, triumphantly.
Oh, that's what it says on the site.
Yeah.
Oh, on the box, it's on the
They're
box.
identical.
It's identical. Yep. So I did. We good enough. We read it. Yay!
Hooray!
It's
Nah,
not
pass.
really.
Pass.
It basically says Poxxus rides a horse.
Yep.
If I don't got to read more, I'm not gonna. All right. So, Poxxus to me is one of those that we knew he looked amazing when we first saw him, but when I see him in person, the color on the wings,
Those wings are gorgeous.
even just the soft goods, it's really not that much. But I don't know if you guys have seen. There's somebody on the Cabal. I think it might be Joe Suiters. He's been taking these soft goods and just put them on other figures,
Yeah.
and just like amazing, like how just these little tweaks just can change the whole appearance of a figure. This dude is so evil looking, and that's what makes me love him.
I love the bug legs
Yeah.
coming out of the head. It's not even
To
like
make a
antenna.
crown.
It's
Yeah.
fucking bug
Bug
legs.
legs.
Creepy.
One thing people have talked about the bug legs too. They're made with a kind of like a soft plastic, which is nice because I would say they're going to be a little bit more durable.
not according to some people.
Well,
I'm
of
afraid to
course.
touch it because it's going to break because of the recent breakage epidemic where 80% of the breaks are happening. 80% of the figures are broke.
I just love that he has time in his day to shave his mustache.
Well, he's into grooming.
I mean, unless just hair doesn't grow there. He does not have a nose, also. So who knows what the fuck's going on? Get it? Who knows? All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm about to get kicked out of here.
I think he might be my favorite horseman. I think he's actually neater than Arethyr.
I think I'd agree with you.
Without a doubt. I love Arethyr.
Arethyr was my favorite.
Yep.
Arethyr is cool, but I think he's the best.
He is the best now. And I think it's an example of where the line is compared to when Arethyr came out. But this dude, the level of detail on this guy, it's just amazing. And of course, getting these wings that are because of Cosmic, right? Yeah, these are because of Cosmic.
No, they were him first. We first saw him with him.
Right. Yeah. But that's the other piece is like how that part library has just continued to grow, and they can just add just cool little wild effects to these. It's funny. Kane was a fan of Poxxus. He loved him and everything, but he goes, "You tell me this guy is listening to Poxxus." Like,
right.
he goes, "Seriously." And I go, "Hey, it's got powers, dude. It's got
Right.
powers.
You don't know what their relationship's
Yeah,
like.
you got no idea." So as far as divvying this up, Pete had a very valid point before you got here, Steve. Should this be counted as a choice, but also count as 2 picks?
No.
So you're saying we should divide them up? Or should someone take home this whole thing today?
I don't know. Who cares what I think?
Yeah.
I don't win anyway. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes logic. Nobody likes reason.
It's an easy question. They're 2 separate figures.
Yep.
So
They came in 2 different boxes.
all right, so they either go solo, or if you pick him, you can get him as a set, but you forfeit your next choice.
Oh, you didn't say that. The forfeit the next choice, or he didn't say that.
Yeah, that's what counts as 2 means, Dick. Like what the
I
fuck
thought he
else
just
could that
meant
mean?
that's 1 pick, is what I thought he meant.
We're going to count that as 2 picks.
If you choose to take it together,
Yes.
Yeah.
it counts as 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you will be allowed to get 2 figures in
I don't-
one.
I don't
but-
care what we do now that I understand the rules.
Now you're good.
Makes sense. They're supposed to be together.
I would agree with that as well.
I'm not taking them together.
I did not open
I'll
these.
split them up like 2 freaking kids that are in an orphanage.
So we have the Poxxus weapon pack, and we have the heroic magic effects,
I'll laugh at myself.
as,
The best.
as well the evil magic effects.
Oh,
Oh yes, that is the correct one. Yep. So which were also pretty cool. Obviously, I did not open these because the majority of them are in these, except for I could tell you this little. Nope, all of them. Nope. Yep, all of them. We've seen all open, but these are obviously.
God damn it! Who was
Sorry,
that?
I had different color. It's really bad,
Wait,
man.
that one I can smell.
That was me. That was me.
Ooh, that's cheddar.
Somebody
didn't
else
eat-
apparently had a leftover stuffed hash.
I ate a lot of cheddar last night. I did.
Yeah, I can
Perfect.
tell. I can tell. Sharp.
Whoa! We got
We got a new
Carney
super
voted
chat.
for me.
Yay! Look at that.
Steve's own wife voted for Jeremy.
Thanks, baby. Shit. I'm gonna let one out for my homie.
Get on your wall.
Shit on her husband.
So that's your homie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Four Horsemen Studios like so happy we sent a box. Those
I'm
guys.
so glad these guys review this shit.
tally up the votes, man. It's getting late.
Okay, it is getting late. So
And I need to
I
know
gotta-
who I
I gotta watch.
Have.
I gotta watch the Taylor Swift performance tonight at the Super Bowl.
oh my, it's tonight the Super Bowl.
I have a we're trying out a drummer tonight during the Super Bowl time.
Oh,
Should I go to the post?
Oh
Sure.
shit, Steve has no more room for toys.
if you want to go to that,
Makes sense.
just that in the
Oh, golly.
the victims group. Okay, so we are at Pete with 33%. Can you actually click on that just so I could see Pete with 10,
Pete voted for himself.
which puts you at
Fuck yes, I did.
which
Good
puts
move.
Pete at 12. Jeremy.
Do that?
Well, I mean, yeah, everyone gets a vote once. Anybody in the group gets a vote once.
And I
so
vote for myself too.
you,
I have
Too
10.
late. It's not
you
there.
better make it happen quick.
Oh, it's already done. Doesn't matter. He's,
Fuck.
you're gonna end up being tied because you got 3 on the thing.
Yep.
9 for him.
Steve
It's 4.
Steve with 4. Good job. 4. Steve got the Steve
Thanks,
got
Nate.
the 6.
So if like Emil voted on here and then also super chatted this extra.
Yeah, because he paid for it. So
and then Travis.
because he's not a
Jesus
poor.
Christ. We had to have a guy vote twice to get Steve to 1/3 of what we had.
And then you said
You'll all be sorry.
So Steve had 6. All right. So right now we were sitting at Pete with 12, Jeremy with 12, Steve with 6 votes, and me with 8.
I want to make a thing.
They're
that if anybody
tied.
gets any of my figures, since no one voted for me,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to hand them to me, and I will depose them so that they look stupid on your shelves because you can't get them looking cool like I did.
Wow.
Sure, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
what's the tiebreaker?
Somebody taking his ball and going
So
home.
what should the
Do like a
tiebreaker?
Mythic Legion trivia question.
Fact.
Yeah, that would be great if we had to prepare.
Curtis Ackerman shooting the shelf 2 p.m. Eastern. We have Legions Con 23 breakout star Arthas Zoran. Hope to see you there.
That dude's got some killer custom work. He's a good little painter. Well, if we could get one. Oh, and there we go. Kevin Boots sets it aside. 13.
My man.
13
Damn.
Oh, hey,
for Pete.
All I know is Kevin just helped me put the boots to Jeremy.
fuck you, Kevin.
Voting is closed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kevin. Okay.
Is it officially closed?
It's well, I mean,
Wait.
Yes.
Let me
Wait,
get one more
wait,
vote.
wait,
Then we
wait.
can close it.
it's officially closed, but people can still super chat.
Clutch.
No, I
Just
still
like
need
that.
you to check out ones I have.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Okay. So we'll make this.
I am
that
not
one.
responsible for myself.
Come on.
Steve has
going to
taken
plan-
his ball and gone home.
It's going into a plastic bag to spite you anyways.
No, I'm just making sure.
And he still sits here and wonders why everybody hates him.
Jeremy, you have one Thrace,
Uh-huh.
one Arakagor,
Uh-huh.
Ahazar, Poxxus, Flogus, Hands
Really?
Pack, Magic Evil. Oh wait, let me make sure it's still on you.
Should I just say what don't I have?
No, my bad. That's not you.
Oh.
God.
Start over.
Thrace,
Uh-huh.
Arakagor, Ahazar,
There's no reason to waste time. Hand me
Poxxus.
fucking Arakagor, would you?
Poxxus.
Never mind. I'll just take him. I don't
You
want
did
to
not
have
get a
to do work.
Flogus. That's it.
I got Thrace, Arakagor. Sorry, I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
you should have figured this out before the game.
Thrace,
Arakagor,
Arakagor,
Poxxus.
Azazar, and Poxxus.
I was why we're
Okay.
coddling Jeremy in so much.
I took my figure. So
Oh.
you're up, Jeremy.
Arakagor is gone.
Arakagor is gone.
The number 1 pick off the board. In the My Wife is Going to Kill Me Poxxus draft.
Poxxus draft.
Good choice, Peter.
I thought so.
Huh. Well,
Okay,
since
hey Trav, tell me what I would have picked that would have been a bad choice.
Yeah, good point.
Exactly.
Good point.
mm,
Girl,
girl,
open course.
buddy? Nothing. We'll find it.
he's like, fuck, it's gonna be the one you get anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna fall. I think that I will probably go with fuck.
3 hours to fucking.
I know, but I didn't know what ones I had, and now I do.
You had fucking months to figure that out.
Years.
Years. Literally years.
But it's like I forget.
It's okay.
I forget what I want.
Do you want me to read it to you again?
No, I remember. I'll take the horse.
Oh,
The 2?
that's a 2-pack. That's a
We
two-fer.
decided it's going to be together. It's
Yeah.
Oh, we have officially decided. I
That's
thought it was
Oh,
if
I
you
thought
want
we
it
had
to
a
be
choice.
2.
Oh.
But if you did take it, it counted as 2.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
I'm also okay with that because you need it. So
If you want just the horse, I'm good with you
Yes.
taking just the horse.
I agree with that.
Take the horse. horse.
sure you should. So
Yeah. I'd take the horse.
I'm gonna take the genie.
So take the genie.
That's what I'm taking.
That's to me. Oh man, Steve. If
It's in a shitty pose.
if you had the third pick,
Before
Yeah, I'm
you start bartering with Steve,
Mhm.
remember who he is
this
and what
him?
he stands for.
It's not
Mhm.
him.
So before
Yeah.
you do something nice,
I know. I was thinking of going the other way.
asking what and then taking it.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the twofer, and I will take. I'm gonna take Poxxus and Flogus.
All right.
Poopy Flogus. Here we go. Mine.
All right. All right. Fourth up here. Can't even get your own wife's vote. What you picking?
After you're done picking it, will you pose this for me?
His fucking face.
I don't care. Jesus. I guess I'll take. I won't get around again, probably. So this is probably my only thing.
Yeah, it will never get around again because of your dialogue. For the guy who supposedly knows these figures better than anybody else, he's really struggling to pick.
Well, everybody already took everything I wanted.
Darn.
Because we want to army build them.
Oh, yeah. Mister, I didn't order any. Now I like them now that they're in, so
It's a
everybody should
typical-
cater to me again.
It's a typical. You get it in front of you, and you go, ah, fuck.
It happens.
I fucked up.
It happens to all of us.
I want to take this guy.
It's a good pick.
Good
No.
pick.
What's his name?
He says no.
What is
Samir.
Samir.
I just want to play with those things, those robes. I just want to play with the robes. That's why I picked them.
So grumpy.
It's done?
So it's done.
That's your vote.
That's your pick.
That's my pick. That's what I'm taking.
Oh, you're
Is there a
back?
baggie or something? Do I get something with it?
We're back to Peter.
We are back to Peter.
Hedgehog action. My Arakagor review is up as a Hazar up by tomorrow.
Nice, buddy. Oh, Jonathan.
I'm gonna go with Tharnog.
That's a good two.
That's what I
That's a great pick.
Furry,
Yes.
furry man.
goes with the evil wizard. I think.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why.
Was this?
He like not only deposed them, he like just
He just wasted the light. Oh, this goes to him.
Yeah.
I'm next.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take him.
Oh, nice choice. Wait, I cannot believe you really did that. You're a piece of shit.
I'm glad somebody
Yeah,
said
what
it.
I do-
wasn't good.
You're up, Steve.
What I do?
You took him out of that cool pose.
Yeah, I jacked him up too.
You're up, Steve.
He said, "Fuck you."
I am.
Yes.
He got
You're right.
two.
No, I guess it's my turn. Yeah.
No, it's not your turn.
Well, this is the only one left,
I-
right?
No.
No.
This is
Steve's
Thrace.
left,
Thrace
Thrace.
and Azazar.
too? Oh, okay.
How bizarre.
And actually, I'm not.
Magic effects.
These are,
Yeah,
and
I actually wouldn't mind them. All three of those come?
It's- no, you're gonna get one because
Okay,
what
okay.
if something doesn't get picked? We're gonna put it into our
Okay.
mythic meetup
Up,
pile.
Pile.
I guess I'll take Thrace.
Good choice.
So now the average person would go as Azar and have the three fucking big ones and they just rub it in everybody's face. But that motherfucker is so good.
He's so cool.
I'm gonna
This
do it.
one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
There you go, feller. Well,
Well,
Hands pack or
Interesting.
Azazar.
I have been dying for the hands pack, but I mean,
Will these be at Mesquite? Huh?
these will be at MesquiteCon. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. These will be in some fashion. I can't tell you that the horsemen will have them there, for sure, but I
Is
believe
there a street date?
the street date will be by MWIGTKM. So I will have them there if the horsemen don't. I'm pretty sure the horsemen probably will.
You're up, Trev.
You know what? I'll forgo my last pick. I'm good.
Steve.
I'm all set.
Can I see what they are?
Mm-hmm.
Good, evil, Poxxus weapons.
Okay.
And a hand pack.
Where's the hand pack?
It's
Some good magic effects there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of regret
so
my
cool.
decision, but I really like that guy.
I'll take the good hand, the good effects, and the hand pack. Might as well.
Dude, I would have picked a good. I don't have any bad guys, and all I've got is evil hand packs.
Ooh.
Is this?
It's to
Oh,
you
we
that
still?
they're the hands pack or the.
No, I guess I'll go with the evil magic.
Okay. And I'll grab the hands pack and throw that in the pile.
Take it.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Well, thank you, Four Horsemen, for that. It's been a great
Thank you
episode.
so much.
Episode 309 of the Boy It's Gonna Kill Me podcast. Jeremy DeWitt, Travis Bowles, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Cody in the booth.
Thank you, Cody.
You're amazing. I am Pete McCarthy. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the toy aisle.